Oh, so on your PC it works, but on your phone it doesn't. I have no freaking idea. Maybe it's just the resolution that I'm outputting at. Hello, hello.
Whoa.
Hello. So you said we're allowed to buy cold weather gear before we enter, right?
Yeah.
Can I also buy a bedroll before we enter?
Yes.
Good eye.
Good night.
Hello.
What's up?
How are we all doing?
Just fine.
Pretty good.
Did we have to buy cold weather gear or do we get it for free?
Just subtract it from your gold. It's like 2 gold or something, right?
It is 10, I believe.
Really?
It's 10 gold.
Okay, never mind. You can have it for free then.
Alright, I'll add 10 gold.
10 gold is kind of nuts. See ya, Tojo.
Right, so whereabouts do you reckon I should be starting as my character?
Everybody's gonna be in Bryn Shander for one reason or another.
Okay. And so we can all kind of like conglomerate there.
Yeah. We'll decide how we meet, or you guys can talk about it right now, I suppose.
Well, me and Irwin already worked out our reasons. Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I mean, Stun probably would have been in Bryn Shander at the time, and due to some secret business, uh, maybe he would have caught up to two closest looking able-bodied folk, which might have been Namiko and Irwin, and maybe asked for a little bit of aid. More importantly, where am I? Stuff like that.
well, alright, so you came up to a halfling, like kind of like a halfling researcher, I believe, something along that lines, and
Yeah,
then
you
a kind of like skinny, like 5'6" woman.
I don't know. I got the name Irwin because I kind of envisioned the character kind of being like Steve Irwin, and I was having trouble thinking of a name. So I'm like, Irwin, that'll do.
Oh, old Stevie. That's the only Australian anybody ever knows. That of Chris Hemsworth.
I feel like I know Ben Shamday, like the city. I believe it was also in Storm Kings.
Yeah, it wasn't Storm King.
Yes.
It was one of the studying areas, wasn't it? I think I did that one once, but I think we switched off and did a different one instead.
No, it's like near the halfway mark. You can pick.
How do we change in Roll20 the like graphic for our thing? Like,
What do you
Hold on
mean?
a second. I'm
when
Oh, so at the bottom, near the chat box, it should say like "as," and then you just click the little arrow.
okay. Oh, there you go. Thanks.
Alright, does anyone know how to add Hexblade Curse to like my weapon attacks? And no.
I have
I'm
no
not
idea.
sure.
Let me look here in a second. I'm just dealing with token stuff right now, and then I'll look. I think I remember how to do it. Can you guys see this map?
It's currently just black, but I think it's loading.
Okay, it could just be black because I can't figure out how to freaking.
Is it the
Yeah.
dynamic lighting thing?
Yeah, but I have that configured already.
No, no idea then.
There we go. I configured it to be visible to everyone, but then I just had to turn it completely off instead. I don't know.
Okay.
There was something glitchy going on, but I just turned it off.
Yeah, I think the dynamic lighting is still in beta, isn't it? That's why it's a little bit scuffed.
Yeah, there's a few things that are weird about it, but we're gonna be using it anyway
Okay.
because it's dope.
Yeah, it is pretty dope.
Okay, I think I got everything set up.
Woo.
Yeah, depending on how these sessions go, depending on how eyes on the prize you guys are, you want to take notes for sure.
Got it.
because
Right.
I will just throw quests and opportunities at you. It's not going to be quite as bad as Curse of Strahd, where literally every single person you talk to is going to have a quest for you.
Holy
But
shit. Have you
yeah.
ever 100% in Curse of Strahd? Oh my god, it takes
Oh,
forever.
dude, I'm playing Curse of Strahd right now, and
Oh,
the
man.
group aren't. They don't go and like do quests immediately. So
Oh,
what
yeah.
they do is they'll go and they'll like explore a town and talk to people, and then like go to the next town and talk to people. I swear they have 20 active quests right now.
So that means that they have every quest so far.
Yeah, like every quest in the entire game is offered to them, and they just have pages and pages and pages of notes on stuff they could do.
So go do a quest, damn it!
Yeah, currently I'm running that campaign too. My players, they don't take notes. They they just try to remember shit.
Oh man, I can't imagine playing Curse of Strahd without taking notes. Especially like with the tarot reading and stuff.
I think they did write that down. I think that's about it. They're about to get the icon of Ravenloft, the necklace.
Ooh.
Yes, I think 2 sessions ago they just dealt with like the windmill.
Old bone grinder.
Yeah, Ron, add me on Discord and we can talk about it. I have lots of sessions, and yeah, as far as joining ASAP, this group is already full,
My
but
players, like right after they like
I
decided to
can
leave
probably get you
Viridia,
into another
they
one.
immediately like just ran right up to old bone grinder. That wasn't the smartest idea they've ever had. Definitely wasn't prepared for that business, but they made do.
I almost forget. So in Curse of Strahd, since this is the second time I've run it, I've changed some things. Uh, Basically, where they currently are, they're about to kill the Burgomaster of Valakut because he's the one that has the icon of Ravenloft or whatever, the necklace.
Oh, okay. That guy's a dick anyway.
Yeah, he is. I think, like, I changed a bunch about the world. Fuck, what's the guy's name? The guy who's usually like the servant of Strahd.
Oh, fuck, I can't remember his name. Rictavio? No, that's somebody else important. Um, Rahadin.
Rahadin, yes. Yeah, he's a good guy now. Like, actually a good guy.
Nice. Rahadin's Chad.
Oh yeah, I changed the bone grinder thing so only one of the people in there were hags, and they killed one of the hags, but they killed her like outside of like the whole place, and they're thinking of going back and killing the other two, not knowing that they're just normal people. And one of them's just an old lady. I'm just imagining a paladin just when she opens the door, just smashing her head in with his like fucking hammer, and they all fucking laugh.
Tragic.
Okay, let's see if the other 3 get in before 7. Or if we'll be handing out lashings.
Strapped upon a post, receive your lashings.
We just find them like in what are they called? Like just shackled in like the planks. Well, I can't remember what they're fucking called.
Oh,
The stocks.
there you go. That's
Yeah, we find all 3 of them later on in the stocks in town.
fucking tomatoes.
Yes.
Hello, hello.
We all dead yet?
Almost.
Okay.
No, not yet. Sadly.
We get
Just immediately, we're gonna fight one of the frost dragons or whatever they're called.
The
level
ice
1
dragon.
dragon fight crew.
Yep.
I think it's white. I believe white dragons are frost.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I was originally gonna say blue, but they're lightning.
No, yeah, white dragons are the frosty boys. The chilly boys, as I like to call them.
All right, still missing 2 people. Nope, missing 1 person now. Nice.
Alrighty, can you hear me?
What's up?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello.
Alrighty. I told Cobra to join the call, so I'll see when it gets in here. I'm sorry about that. Hello everyone.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hello.
Currently, I only know Austin and Decoy in here, so there's that.
Well, I'm up, Doug. I'm Australian.
What's up, Doug?
All you need. Hey, there you go.
Yeah, I'm Chris. Nice to meet you guys.
You too, my friend.
Nice to meet you guys.
I'm over in like Ohio, over by Cleveland. I don't know if any of you guys. I don't know. Maybe some of you guys might know where that. I mean, know where Cleveland is, but I don't know.
I've been to Cleveland one time.
We're at by Cleveland.
What?
I said we're at by Cleveland.
Oh, a little Westlake.
I know exactly where it's at.
Oh, do you live around here as well?
I used to live in Cuyahoga Falls.
Oh, okay. Yep. Oh.
And I have a buddy of mine who I think still lives in Westlake.
Yeah.
All I remember about Cleveland is we went to a casino there, and they had a big old slushy bar.
That'd be nice.
I think there's a couple casinos, like the Hard Rock, and then I think there's one other one.
It was brand new at the time a few years ago, and
Yeah.
it had a horse track.
Yeah, I can't remember which one that is, but yeah.
Did you bet on the horses?
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Boy.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
G'day.
I do push to talk from here. Oh, there it is.
Okay, and if all of you can make sure that your Discord nicknames are your character names, because otherwise I will forget your character names instantly.
Yep, already done.
It will take a while for me to learn them.
You're alright. I mean, how many games you running? 6? So
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense.
Yeah, but I'll get them after a couple weeks. Alrighty. So, here we are. You all are in Bryn Shander for... you got here one way or another. Let me put you on that map. There we go. And actually... Yeah, everybody's here. Nice. Okay, so let's talk about our characters and who already knows each other. So let's start at the top. Decoy, tell us about your character.
My character is a kobold ranger named Arx. He is from here, quote unquote. He lives in a warren beneath the town that most people probably have no idea even exists, because that's pretty much how kobolds are. And they pretty much only send somebody up to trade whenever they need something. That's about it. And with everything going on, the winter's getting longer, everything getting colder, it was getting harder even for them to get supplies. So an ambassador was sent, a chosen of Koltamag, and he was that chosen one.
Okay, are people pretty accepting of you, or pretty racist?
I would say that people are like iffy. I'd say they're pretty iffy, because it's a kobold, and they're accepting to a point. They probably don't hate kobolds, but they probably don't like them either.
Yeah, so as long as you're not, making any sudden movements, they're okay.
Yes, it's probably as I'm not like an asshole or something like that. They're probably okay with it.
Okay. All right. How about Irwin?
Yeah, so Irwin is a halfling druid. He is from Oh, man, here. Find from the Gothamir Forest. He kind of is like a animal trainer, kind of like Steve Irwin, kind of thinking, kind of likes to study animals and interact with them a lot. Um, he met Namco in Waterdeep, where I was hired by House Eagleshield to go north and to learn about the animals. And then Namiko heard about my journey, and we decided that we would travel up here together for safety.
Okay, for a second when you were saying Namiko, I was like, that is a weird name for a squirrel. And now this squirrel has all sorts of anthropomorphized. And then I was like, oh, he's not talking about the squirrel.
Oh yeah.
Got it. What's the squirrel's name, by the way?
There isn't. I didn't name the squirrel. I just found like the picture online, but
Oh, I mean, you got a squirrel, so like you got to name it,
Gotta
right?
name the squirrel.
I'll name it Zuzu.
Okay.
I guess he has a pet squirrel named Zuzu.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. That's canon now.
Is gonna crack the glacier, like the glacier rift, in half.
Zuzu will be our savior.
Okay, Mondobo, can you change your nickname and tell us about your character?
And
Not necessarily in that order. You can tell us now. Or we'll go to Namiko.
Mm.
All right. I am playing as Namiko. She lives in Waterdeep, and over the past couple weeks, she was receiving visions, dreams, as she slept, uh, basically pulling her up north, like something was gonna happen up here, and she should be there. And when she heard rumors of a man who was hired to go up north, Irwin, she joined him and traveled up north, basically for safety.
Okay, so I missed why you were coming up here. I was looking at chat. So why are you up in Bryn Shander or in Icewind Dale? Period.
Uh, well, she was receiving visions. While she was dreaming, she received basically visions of something was going on here. She was like being pulled up north. She kept dreaming about like icy landscapes, things like Icewind Dale. So she decided on her own she was going to travel up there, see what was going on.
Okay. How about Stun?
Yeah, so I'm playing Stun Ironrune. He is a lawful neutral paladin of the Morden Salmon faith, specifically to the god Gorm Gulthine, the dwarfish god of vigilance and defense. And he's from where he would describe it as up the hill and around the bend, so to speak. Truth be told, he's he's a little bit lost. Um, you know, he doesn't remember quite a lot about the past few days. He remembers that he was wandering around in the Dale for a while, damn near freezing to death, before some local natives, trappers and such, actually found him, took him in, made sure that he's stuck alive, and pointed him towards Bryn Shander. And it's here that he's kind of looking for a little bit of an explanation, as well as pursuing a goal that he is a little bit tentative to talk about.
Okay. It's interesting that you describe a dwarf being from up the hill instead of under the hill. Very interesting.
Yeah. He's a dragon dwarf. He lives on top of the mountain.
Zoroaster.
Alrighty. Now, I am originally from here, but I tend to roam around a little bit. I'm your average run of the mill man. Nothing too great to mention there. However, I do have a keen interest in the archaeological artifacts you find nestled in the deeper glaciers and such. However, I am not the most strong man. I get by with what I can, though.
It's okay. Don't sell yourself short. I'm sure you're a strong man.
I can't even see my icon on here, but I'll redo my router here in just a moment. The construction men at my apartment complex have decided to screw me once again.
Yeah, it
So
happens.
that's good.
That's the construction.
All right. Now you are up, Jessia, is that right?
Jestia, like Jest
Okay.
and Sia, but put together.
Okay, Jessia.
She's a what is it called? She's an Asimar. She's a I think, is it Scorned, right? Not Scorned, the
A scorn Asimar.
yeah, Scorned
Scourge.
Asimar. She's Scourge. That's it. I knew it was something. Anyway, yeah, she's a Scourge Asimar. She's native to the Frost to the region. Excuse me. She was somehow lost her family and was raised by Yetis. She can speak the Yeti language, and she's kind of lost as to how she came across this group of people. You know, she's used to being in the I guess out in nature with the rest of I guess nature. I don't know.
Maybe the rest of Yeti kind. Do you consider yourself a Yeti?
No, she definitely knows there's a distinct difference. The Yeti aren't, I mean, racist. They raised her, but they kind of made it obvious that she's not one of them. But they don't treat her like she's not a part of the family, just not part of the species.
Got it.
Do you have to wear a certain suit to get around them, or are you just there?
Nah. We're past that point. Once she realized that they let her know that she's not a Yeti, she doesn't have to like mimic them. Unless there's other Yetis around, then we know that, but she knows the Yeti language, and they're usually looking at her weird because they're like, "How does this thing speak our language?"
So you know how to ingratiate yourself with the Yetis, but you
Yes.
okay. All right. Okay. All right. So let's talk about how you would have met each other, and let's kind of slightly hand fist some of the meetings. Who is outside of the group right now? Let's see. Stun, what are you looking for in Brinshander?
So when Stun made it to Prince Shander, he would, it's quite easy to kind of spot out the locals and then spot out the outstanders, and that's what he would try to do. He would be looking around for people that aren't from around here, um, to begin with, to see if they could explain, where exactly he was, and you know, um, yeah, he would look for like outliers within the community to kind of lean on for the moment to get his bearings, so to speak.
Okay. Just so all of you know, this region, this small region, is called 10 Towns. And I will let you take one guess why.
There's
8 towns.
No, but you were close.
There's 9 towns.
No,
9.
you are getting closer. There
11 towns.
Okay,
11,
now
right?
now you're past it. There are 10 towns in this little area. They're mostly fishing towns. And you will know that they all fish for a very specific kind of trout that is only in this area and is worth a lot of money.
Lead.
So basically, every town you can see is next to water. The only one that is not is Bryn Shander, and it is the largest and most prolific of all the towns because it is the capital of this area.
Mm.
Hmm. It's capital, eh? You don't say.
Yeah. So back to Bryn Shander.
The Bryn Shander map just is black
For who?
for
Irwin.
Irwin.
Let's see. Oh yeah, good point.
There we go.
Yep. You know what? I bet I know why. Anybody else have a black map?
Nope.
I'm still waiting on mine to connect, so I'm gonna go reset my router real quick. I'm just
Yeah, you are
Oh,
lagging.
it's definitely right. I can barely hear. Like you're.
Yeah, you were lagging.
Yep.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Now everybody can see. So this town has just about everything. What? Tell me what places you would be at. Like where would you be? Let's start with Eric's.
Eric's would probably only be at places that he's been to before, which is like when he comes up with the person who's in charge of eating. So like a general store, any kind of place that would accept like ore or gems. Those are the only kind of places that he would even know to be.
Okay, so I put you over at Black Iron Blades, which you know is a like a foundry in the back and business in the front. Business in the front, foundry in the back. How about Irwin?
Much foundry.
Yeah, so Irwin would probably just be kind of, I don't know, walking around with Namiko. If there's somewhere she wanted to go, I guess we can go there. Also, I went and I made a little created creature for Squirrel, so
Good.
Zuzu is now canon.
Very good. Justia.
Yes. So my map has the individual cities. It doesn't have like the particular city we're in. I have like the. I don't know if I'm not zoomed in enough or what's on this map. I see Demon, Targos.
Interesting.
Molly,
I put you on a different
I don't know if I'm
map.
on the right map.
You might have to refresh.
Yeah.
You are
The
lagging quite a
page.
bit too.
All right, I'm gonna refresh now. I was like, man, I don't see any cities or anything. All right, it's refreshing. Hold on. Give her 20 a second.
Yeah, I don't know if you're like not on your Wi-Fi or something, but you're lagging pretty bad.
See, it might be. See if I can.
Okay, Namiko and Irwin, where would you guys be?
What time of day would we, I guess, arrive?
1 p.m.
I don't know. Is there anywhere you would want to be, Namiko?
Well, rather than probably securing like a bed for the night, probably just browsing wares, talking
Yeah.
to locals.
Yeah, I'd say that too. Just kind of walking down the I don't know if there's a market somewhere. Kind of strolling.
Yeah,
through the
so
market.
the town square is the closest place. Most of the important buildings are near the center of the town in Bryn Shander. It's very much set up to be that kind of town where you go to the center and there's pretty much everything you need.
Okay. yeah, I guess we'd be there in the town center, kind of walking around and just kind of looking and listening. I don't know. Sometimes there's those like job boards,
Sure.
so just kind of getting the lay of the land, kind of a thing.
Yeah. And Jesse is in the town square as well. What about Zoroaster?
I'm moving in between the buildings and such, making my daily rounds to see what's going on about the town.
Okay. So there is a stage set up in the town square currently, and there's a lot of people kind of standing around it, but there's nothing happening on the stage currently. But you all can tell that whatever is going to be happening here is going to be happening soon.
So does the stage look like it's kind of set up like a gallows, or does it look like a like a?
It looks like there's going to be a show or something here, but you aren't sure.
Okay. Well, Stun, the ever stereotypical dwarf with keg in hand, is he's going to kind of wander amongst the crowd, to kind of see if he can't hear like anybody, talking about why there's a stage. Like he's trying to basically pick up from the cues of the social gathering here of what's going on.
Okay. So you hear people talking about it being the end of the month and how it's such a sad sight, and it's very unfortunate that they have to do this.
Oh, quite the grim followings. And with that, he's going to kind of shuffle on into the back, and he's going to try to stray away from the crowd, yet watch from afar. Clearly, a little bit interested in this grim gathering.
Yeah, and Eric's. So you're kind of browsing the wares and things like that in the Black Iron Blades. You know that Black Iron Blades is known for making lots of swords, but not necessarily good quality ones.
Gotcha. Okay.
Uh,
Never from here.
yeah, so maybe don't buy things from there, but that'll be up to you. They are usually lower quality, and the old owner is a dwarf, and his sister, the the brother dwarf, handles all of the forging and selling of weapons and armor, and the sister handles the selling of adventuring type gear and things like that. But today, they seem. You've been here a few times, right? To this
Yeah.
shop. Okay, so today they seem just about ready to close early, and you aren't sure why.
Give me a second. They're mowing outside my house.
Okay. So
I gotcha. I just didn't want to like the mowing sound to come through my mic.
It's all good.
You're right.
The so the dwarves walk past you, and they kind of push you out into the street, but in like a nice way, where they're like making it pretty obvious that they're closing up, and like still giving you a little time, but like basically making it pretty clear that you should leave.
Okay, yeah, I would just leave. If they're making it pretty clear, I'm not gonna stick around.
Yeah, and they say you're going to the ceremony, right?
What ceremony?
Well, we have to make our monthly sacrifice today.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yes, well, hopefully it's not me. And he
They
pulls
Colton,
out. a little
What?
piece of. He pulls out a little piece of cloth, and it has the number 86 on it.
That I don't know what that means, but okay.
And they don't seem to want to talk about it very much, and they walk toward the town square.
I would probably like give them like a look of like like WTF, and let them go like for like a little bit and then follow.
Okay. And eventually, when you get to the town square, you see this whole procession of people, and they are all standing around this stage, and they're all packed in pretty tight. And all of a sudden, a woman walks onto stage. A relatively young lady, maybe 30. Here's what she looks like. She is dressed very, very smartly, very noble, ladylike. And as she begins to walk up onto stage, everybody kind of shuts up except for a few people that are saying, "It's the speaker! The speaker! Everybody shut up!" And she makes her way onto stage and she says, "People of Bryn Shander, it is the end of the month. You know what this time of the month means." And like half the men in the crowd are like, and she's like, calm down, calm down. "It means we must send a sacrifice." And now nobody's laughing.
I assume me and Irwin can hear this. We're nearby, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is it, I guess, like a merchant or someone nearby I can prod for questions?
Anyone nearby is listening very closely and sweating.
All right.
The Frostmaiden requires a sacrifice as she does every month. And that sacrifice shall be... And she reaches down into a sack that's been sitting on the stage and pulls out a number, and it says 50. She says, "Number 50." And a young girl, probably about 15 years old, steps forth out of the crowd, takes a few steps up onto the stage, and the people start cheering and throwing flowers at her feet. And the speaker lady puts a small crown of flowers on her head before a couple of men looking like town guards start to tie her down to a post.
Stun is going to be quite shocked at this. He's not gonna like go out of his way to like start storming around, but he is kind of at attention now and places one of his scarred stubby hands onto the head of his axe, and he's gonna kind of like waddle over towards just like the closest person and kind of like grip them by the shoulder and say, "What's all this about?"
The Frostmaiden requires a sacrifice every month. I'm just glad it wasn't me.
And he's gonna kind of scoff and go, "What sacrilege is this? A little girl!"
Oh, well, you see, it's completely random, so it's fair.
"Fair by my beard, it's fair!" And then he's going to kind of try to shuffle his way through the crowd, just to kind of get like a closer look, pushing people past him if they kind of like stay in his way.
Okay. What's everyone else doing / thinking?
Justice. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was, Justice was like, then it's heresy. She reaches for a glaive.
Heresy it is, then.
If it's not that, then it's heresy.
I mean, Namako would also be making her way up to the front. I mean, she's worried, and if like they're about to like set her on fire, there's no way she can let that happen.
Irwin is just going to kind of be, I guess, following Namiko and petting Zuzu and scratching his little head.
Arx is going to move. I'm just going to move on the map here. So he's going to move on the map like towards the left side of town, of the city center. He's going to probably stay about 70 feet away. And it's like literally like with one hand on his bow. Just in case.
All right. So the guard have finished tying her to this post, and then 4 guardsmen yank the post up out of the stage and start carrying it to the north gate. And all of the people are following along behind, throwing flowers behind them.
And maybe we'll just spot the designated speaker woman of sorts.
Yeah, she's kind of standing off to the side, but she's staying pretty close to the guards. There's probably 15 guardsmen here.
Okay. So Stun is going to kind of try to approach, non-threateningly, because obviously, she's clearly some sort of religious leader, or maybe even like a mayor of sorts, and kind of like wave his hand and say, "Hey, you there! Are you in charge of this?"
She turns to you and she says, leave all inquiries. Bring them to the town hall after the ceremony.
He's going to kind of go, "No, this is madness! That's a little girl on that post. You can't kill her!"
She looks very sad, and she looks like she's about to cry for a moment, but then she brings herself back together and knows that she can't cry in front of the people. And
oh goodness,
they continue. Are you all going to follow?
Yes, Namako would definitely be following.
Yeah, I guess like Arx is from here, but he's only used to going to like certain spots. So I guess I'll leave it up to you whether he would know where the north gate is.
It's to the north.
Okay. Then with his background as an urchin, he is going to haul ass, and he can get through the city streets faster than they can march to the north gate.
Okay.
And he'll beat them there.
All right. Okay, is anybody not going along with the procession?
I'll be following, but I'll kind of be falling kind of back behind a little bit, not quite as intensely as Namiko.
Okay.
I shall be following in the procession.
Jesse will follow cautiously, leading up the rear. Heading up the rear itself.
So eventually all of you make it to the gate, and at different times. But all of you can see that this little girl is taken out of the front gate, taken beside the path, and they hang up the stake that she is tied to, and there is a big fat man already standing here with a big ass hammer, big ass sledgehammer.
Big old boy.
Big as in like hill giant big, or
no, but he's like 8 feet tall. I mean, he's a big human,
like superhuman size.
like Goliath, or just like
he's a One Piece character.
You don't know, but he's like an 8 foot tall fat guy with a big old sledgehammer. And he raises up that sledgehammer
Hammer.
right above her and smack down on the pole she's tied to, and smack another time, and he's driving it down into the ground.
Sun is like a little bit in awe, gonna kind of like try to get to like the head of the crowd and like, you know, get their attention by waving a hand and saying, "Is no one going to stop this?"
For a moment, some townsfolk look at you, but they don't want to look at you anymore.
I guess Namako would probably ask like either a nearby civilian like why they're doing this. Like she even let them know like I'm not from around here. I don't understand why you're doing this, but I assume there's some reason.
Zoroaster, what were you saying?
I was going to attempt to do a mind sliver on this man to get him to make a bit of a scene.
Okay, you would be risking arrest or worse.
I'll tell you
Probably a
what.
lot of witnesses.
Yeah.
Not to
Right
mention
now.
people who are so invested in the culture they might attack you just because this is the way.
At the very least, a rock is coming his way, and I'll duck out.
Okay. The man drives the stake far enough into the ground, and the teenage girl is crying at this point, and the speaker steps up to take a few words and says, "Now, do not mourn her, for she does not die for no reason. She will be taken by the monsters of the night, yes. But it is for her sacrifice that the rest of us will be safe. The Frostmaiden has made it clear that she is angry with us, and that every town must give what they can. It is with a heavy heart that I say turn around, all of you. Go back to your warm beds. Do not think of this girl as a sacrifice to Oro, but think about this girl as a necessary sacrifice to keep us all safe." And everyone starts to turn around and go back into the north gate and head home.
Stun is he's gonna kind of like just stare kind of like blankly in a bit of a deadpan, as everyone just kind of like seems to accept this. He's not gonna leave unless, of course, like guards literally force him to. He's going to walk up, take out his shield, put it into the ground, and lean on it right next to the bound girl. And he says, "Fine, I'll do it myself."
Namako probably wouldn't leave either. She would definitely stay nearby. Just see what's up. I assume is like the sun gonna set soon, or is it just a?
It's probably 3 p.m., so they're getting there ready early. But you see that now they've posted 4 really badass looking guards next to her.
I'll walk up and ask someone, what kind of monsters come and eat the sacrifices?
Are you asking a guard?
I'll ask whoever's around.
Okay. As passing by, the man says, "Well, it depends. Sometimes Yetis rip them apart. Sometimes wolves. Just depends on the day. One time I saw a giant worm, I swear. A giant worm ate him in one gulp.
Is there a place where someone might be able to watch some of these animals when they're coming in?
Well, that's quite dark, but I suppose if you ask the town guard at the gate, they might let you stand on top of the gatehouse.
Sorry, it is. I study animals, and I guess he's like writing all of this stuff down in the journal, like the different beasts and whatnot. And it's like, thank you, and he'll start. He'll tell Namako what he's doing. That he's gonna go try to watch the animals when they're coming in, and then start heading to the guard tower.
All right. What's everyone else doing?
So is these guards, I imagine, would they would not let stun nearby, like close to the post.
Not too close, no. If you look like you were walking up to talk to the girl, they would allow that.
Okay. He's going to kind of walk up towards her. A little bit like haphazardly, looking towards the guards. And he's going to try to at least like comfort her a bit and say, "Don't worry, girl. As long as I'm here, you won't be eaten. That's for sure."
She looks up and she gets a scared look in her eyes, and she says, Don't do anything. I need to be eaten."
He kind of puts his fists on his hips and goes, "Preposterous! Why's that?"
So that everybody else can live. I need to be the sacrifice. It's my turn.
He kind of stares at her with sad eyes, but he can clearly see that she's whatever sort of cultural boundary is it's going to be lost to him to try to show her mercy here. So instead, he's going to try to turn and look towards the guards and say, "How long has this been going on?"
One of them scratches his head and says, "Well, the Frostmaiden's been angry with us for 8 months. Every town has to give something, you know."
He looks towards the girl, and then back to the guard, and then says, "Well, has it worked?"
Well, yes. The raids have stopped. The monsters don't come near the gates anymore.
He pulls at his beard before kind of slumping back a little bit in defeat, and I'll just leave it there for now, in case somebody else.
I think Namako would have been nearby, possibly overhearing some of the conversation, and possibly even approached and stood nearby to at least hear the conversation.
Okay.
Arix wants to try to sneak out and still be within about 80 feet of this girl.
Okay. Jestia, are you actually saying that?
Yes. She will. So she approaches the little girl and asks her, "Speak with you."
Yes, I suppose some company wouldn't be that bad in my final moments.
Okay. I haven't been around too terribly long, but what is life if it's only to offer one's life up instead of one's service or gratitude? Are you sure this is what you believe?
It doesn't matter what I believe, it's what the gods demand.
There's no god that would demand this.
I second that. Awful god to demand the sacrifice of young blood like this. Why, you're not even old enough to have your first pint.
I third the notion.
She shakes her head no,
This is
and
abuse.
she says, "The Frostmaiden has told us all that this is what must be done. Every town makes a sacrifice, and this is ours.
Who is this blasted Frostmaiden?
She seems very surprised. She almost doesn't even know what to say. It's like asking one of us what bread is. She's just appalled that you wouldn't know.
Well, I don't live with the city folk.
Well, the Frostmaiden is, well, she rules over all of Icewind Dale. She's the god of Icewind Dale.
Oh, one of the Alpha and Omega lots. Okay.
At that, Stun is going to kind of perk up and say, "Icewind Dale, is it?"
Yes, of Tin Towns. Everything you see around you.
He's going to kind of look around, scratching his nose. Well, it's not much to be a ruler of, is it?
She seems a little bit scared, and she says, "Keep your voice down. She can hear us, you know."
And Stun kind of
Right,
scoffs before pointing to his holy symbol, a bronze mask that is kind of split in half, and he says, "Thus I serve Gormgulfin, the god of vigilance and defense. I am not afraid of no Frostmaiden who deems it necessary to have the blood of children on her hands."
She seems
Also, she
unimpressed.
hides.
What? Oh, well, yeah, she's not here, I guess.
Yeah. Jesse is like, she hides. What kind of god is this?
She must be very powerful because even the Morning Lord has abandoned us.
Would I know who the Morning Lord is?
Morning Lord?
Yep, make a religion check.
Okay.
You did quite well.
Yeah, ain't bad.
Religion, where is it? In Discord? Or
It's in the chat.
in the chat?
Oh, roll 20.
Roll 20.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
My
you got a
roll
15.
20 scrolled up. Okay, got it. Lathander, Lathander, the Morning Lord, is a deity of like spring and youth and dawn and creativity and all kinds of positive things like that.
With that, Stun is going to kind of scratch at his big old sniffer and perk a bushy old brow at the thought that a Lathander, a god of spring, would be afraid of Oral, who's clearly their domain is winter. Spring comes after winter.
Yep.
You seem quite right. But he's going to kind of take that to note, and he's going to look towards the rest of the amassed group who've kind of the party as a whole, aside from Eric's, who is being a stealthy little kobold.
What?
And he's going to cross his arms and says, "Well, I suppose none of you are quite familiar with this Icewind Dale, are you?"
Absolutely not. Me and my companion Irwin, we only got here probably not even a day ago.
So yeah, this is all news to me.
Things have changed quite a bit.
Jessie says she wants to know where the Sun Lord is to speak with this Lord of the Sun.
Well, I don't know, I guess he lives in the sky or something, but Look around you. It should be spring right now, and it's not. It's winter. Forever.
And
Hmm.
to be the ilk of dragons doesn't mean it's just some Frostmaiden.
No. The Frost
The
Maiden.
dragon.
The Frost Maiden has cursed us. She made it clear she's angry, and this is our payment. And maybe one day the payment will be good enough.
Have people seen this Frost Maiden before?
Well, I haven't, but I'm nobody. I would ask the speaker.
And Stun at that is going to kind of scratch at his chin, and he's going to feel really bad about this because he doesn't want this little girl to die, but there's clearly nothing he can do without pissing off some people. So he's just going to kind of solemnly dip his head and put a hand to his chest and say, "Go and guide you into warmth, little one.
Warmth
See what this is about."
would be nice.
Before he's going to kind of turn on his heels and look towards the rest, before putting his hands on his hips and saying, "Well, it seems at least some of you have some sense in your mind to think this is madness. I'm going to speak with this speaker, and she will be a listener. Who's with me?"
This makes Jessica smile. She's like, I'm in.
I'll come along too. I don't know what is wrong with these people, but they're obviously afraid of something.
I'll come along as well. I'll learn more about what kind of animals come.
I'll kind of probably note the direction you guys are going, but I'll probably stealthily hang out like a little bit longer.
Okay. Well, with that, Stun is going to kind of, puff his chest out like the noble questing paladin he is, and he's going to march off before he kind of realizes he has no idea where to go. And he's
You're
going
doing it?
he's going to kind of look around for maybe a guard or a local person to wave down to see if he can't grab some
Yeah.
directions.
You see as you come down this direction. Uh-oh.
The arrow's moving
No,
out.
I done it. Okay. As you move down that direction, you see the two dwarves opening up shop again. They're unlocking their door.
Okay, and Stun's going to kind of, as they do, he's going to raise a fist into the air and say, "Hail, kinsman! Over here!"
They look, and the woman dwarf comes over and speaks to you while the man starts opening shop.
He's going to kind of pull out his beard as he speaks and says, "I'm looking for this speaker woman. I will have words with her."
You're looking for the town hall.
He says, "Well, yes, where is it?"
She points just across, like right across the square. I mean, like, I'll show you where it's at here. It is literally, you could just see it.
It's a big building over there. You can't miss it.
It's that big building right there. Can't miss it.
Oh yeah, the literal big building. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the literal building right across the. Yeah.
Oh, that's convenient.
Fix his
Okay,
fur
let's just
cloak
stroll over there.
and kind of give like a little harumph, and then he's going to say, "Good," and then he's going to march his way over.
Okay, you can all move yourselves over there if you're moving there.
Yeah. Doing this. Okay. And I'll kind of be keeping an eye out to see whenever the sun starts to set.
Cool. Yeah, I see that. Oh, what's his name? Eric's is out there still watching the girl, I assume.
Yeah. He said he was
Okay.
going to hang out here and kind of take note of where the direction they're going.
Cool. All right. So you all get to the town hall, and the hall's doors are open, and you can see the speaker inside talking to a few people. And finally, she's done speaking to them, and she turns to all of you. Oh, hello. I. What, And she seems kind of puzzled, like she doesn't know what to say. You do look like a raggedy group. A ragtag group.
We have a couple questions for you.
Yes, well, I do know everything about this city. Well, maybe not everything.
Stun kind of raises his chin and says,
She know how to listen.
"What's this about a curse, Everfrost and whatnot? Sacrificing children, making it necessary. Who leads these lands like this?"
Oh, of course, that's what you want to talk about. Come on, I'll show you. And she walks into the back room.
Stun will follow, of course.
I'll follow.
She sits behind her big old desk, and she kind of starts flicking through papers and things on her desk, and she says, "Here it is," and it's a list of all the towns and their sacrifices. I have to make sure that every town makes their sacrifices so we can get out of this frozen hell.
Stun is going to kind of put some reading glasses on and squint, kind of reading over each of the towns. He's going to kind of let the others take the floor.
Yeah, and you can see that all of the towns are listed, and they have things on there like obviously you can see Bryn Shander is human. It just says human on it, and Good Mead says warmth. It's all stuff like that.
Can I? Jesse wants to ask her what exactly caused all this to happen. What did they do to upset the Frostmaiden?
She pulls a small painting out of the corner, and she says, "I've just had this made," and it looks like that, and she says, "Well, nobody knows for sure why the Frostmaiden is here among us, but she's very angry, and well, it'll never be spring again while she's here, or at least while she's so angry with us."
Do you know why? So you don't know why she's angry. Have you had like priests or anyone check and ask?
Well, we do have a local priest, but well, he's just in the house of the Morning Lord praying all the time that the Morning Lord will save us from the Frostmaiden.
Sometimes you need to take those sort of matters in your own hands. So, what happened?
What'd you say?
So, what happens when you miss a sacrifice?
Well, ever since we've done the sacrifices, the Yetis have stopped coming to the walls, the raiders have stopped. It's like we're under protection.
Stun is going to kind of pipe up now and say, "Yetis and raiders, why do they come to attack such a town as this? Surely you have guards? Some wild beasts and a few brigands? They shouldn't be enough, no?"
Well, you wouldn't think so, but ever since she came here, they've been more organized. They heed her command.
organized you, sir. And he's going to kind of, perk a brow and say, we'll start with the raiders. Where do they come from?
I guess I'm not sure. It could be anywhere. Well, as you know, if you've been here for any amount of time, you'll know that it's just the 10 towns, and then there's just so much wasteland. They could be anywhere.
Let's say after about like 10 or 15 minutes, Arx is probably going to head towards wherever he saw the rest of the group going.
Are any of them coming from Luskin?
Okay. No, I don't think so.
Where might these Yetis be coming from? The north, the east?
They come from all directions. You can't go outside at night without being raided by Yetis. It says they tear people right in half.
Stun is going to
Can't be
kind
fair,
of
sir.
scratch his chinny chin a moment and say, and what of the mountains? Due south? Anything from there?
No, not sure. Well, you see, I'm the leader of the Council of Speakers, and if anything strange goes on in the towns, I hear about it, but outside of the towns, it's lawless.
And I don't believe we got it so far. We've heard you be called the speaker. What is your name?
Her name is... Lady Speaker Duvessa Shane.
Duvessa Shane. Well, it certainly is the name of a leader. However, I see very little leading qualities allowing such things like this. I tell you what, consider me hired. I'll look into this Frostmaiden problem. Besides, it could help with some problems of my own.
Well, if you're working for me now, then she opens up one of the drawers in her desk. I really need something delivered. And she pulls out a big note that's wrapped up in twine and a little sack of gold.
Stun is at first going to open his mouth and protest for, being made a mailman, but then he sees the sack of gold and realizes he's quite skint. So, he's going to kind of thin his lips and, swallow a bit of his pride and say, very well. And then he's going to turn towards the rest of the group and say, I am Paladin Stun Ironroot, and I devout myself by Gorm Gulthine's mask to be rid this plane of this evil frost witch. It will start with a letter, but it will end in tyranny begotten. Whom amongst you is brave enough to follow me on my quest?
I am brave enough. I knew something must have been going on up here when I started receiving visions, and if this is the path I must go, then I will go along it.
A seer, you say? Perfect!
Well, not quite.
He's just gonna stare at you.
Your zeal is most admirable.
The speaker seems very confused, and she says, yeah, if we could just shelf the whole dealing with the angry god thing and take ourselves down to more realistic quests, then... And she pushes the note toward you. Could you bring this to a person at Dugan's Hole for me?
Stun is going to reach for the letter and say, "Well, I suppose it always helps to start with the small folk." Very
And
well.
then Irwin, seeing that it looks like there's a group of people that are starting to go out and explore the wild, say, "Oh, I can join you guys and assist in ways I can."
The note says Edgra Dermot on it.
Okay, and he's gonna kind of like mouth that name, and then look towards Lady Speaker Duvessa, and say, "And where might I find this Idgrand fellow?"
Well, he should be at Dugan's Hole. You. Well, I'd say you can't miss him, but I don't really know what he looks like.
Where is Dugan's Hole located?
Oh, just to the southeast. You'll have to pass through Goodmead, though.
And Son kind of smiles at that, and says, "Good mead, you say? Well, I hope it lives up to its name."
Oh, it does. They make the best honey mead there you'll ever try.
"I'll hold you to that, woman." And then he's gonna kind of turn and say, "Right, Icewind Dale, is it?" And then he's gonna kind of stare off in zeal.
I'll come over and ask the speaker. So, what time do the animals usually start to arrive for the sacrifice?
Well, the moment it starts getting dark, they could be here any time.
And I'll say, someone mentioned that there was a tower I might be able to watch to see what kind of animals exist in this area.
Oh, you don't want to see something that disgusting.
No, I just want to see the animals. I'll leave before anything gets too gruesome, but I just want to kind of see the animals. I've been sent here to study and learn about the creatures of this area.
Oh, well, I suppose I could let you up onto the watchtower where you would be safe.
Thank you very much.
Are you that quick to watch those animals maul that little girl?
Well, no, I'm just gonna see them like coming, and then once they get like within range of the girl, then I'll leave. I just want to see the animals.
Stun is gonna kind of look towards you and say, "I admire your gut. I don't believe I'd be able to stand it."
And say it's what I was sent here to do.
He's gonna look you over, a little bit impressed, and say, "Well, we could use a kidney of steel. Oh wait, we have mine."
All right.
You'll be pissing rocks before long. You keep that up.
All right. So who's going to go up and view from the guard tower?
First,
Stun,
I'll go.
Stun is going to head towards the nearest bread and board area, so to speak, the nearest inn.
Okay, Stun is just going to go right over here then.
As soon as you guys exit the town hall, you see a small little kobold following you guys around.
I don't know what to make of a cobalt walking around. They tend to be known as raiders and stuff, but so I guess Namako would probably ignore it. But when she has a moment to talk to, I guess Stun alone, at least with the rest of the group, she'll ask, "Are we really just gonna let that girl die?" Or
He's going to place his hand on his forehead and say, "Frankly, I have no idea of how to stop it. We could go out there and kill a few guards and save one girl, but then we lose the favor of the people. It seems I was brought here for a reason, and I believe it is to defrost this place, so to speak. It is with a sad heart I believe we must swallow a defeat to endure a longer, more fulfilling victory."
the greater good, I guess.
This is a better
Okay.
tavern up here.
Solemnly nods.
All right.
When I see the
I'll at least
kobold,
go make sure she doesn't suffer long.
when I see the kobold, I'll walk up to it, kind of fascinated, and say, "Why, hello there, little creature. Are you native to these parts?"
Yes.
I'll say, "My goodness, you can speak!" And I'll say, "What is your
Yes,
name?"
and you can too. Congratulations.
Fascinating.
I'm
I am
Arx.
Irwin.
It has a name.
You have a name?
I'm Irwin. Nice to meet you.
What kind of world do you think I live in? Who do you think I am?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen. And then I guess because you're kind of like covered and whatnot, right?
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty like decked out in like some armor, some cold weather gear, and stuff like that.
Okay, I was making the assumption that you like have a hood, and I couldn't quite realize that
Oh,
you're a
like the little
kobold.
picture has a hood, but yeah. So like there's like a little like cloak or something, like traveling cloak, but that can easily be like picked off as cold weather gear.
Okay, I'll say, so are you a frost resistant kobold, or how do you survive in these parts?
I just know how to survive in these parts. It's just cold.
Fascinating. Well, I'm going to go and watch to see what kind of other animals exist in this part. Uh, I think that some other people, we recently got a job. If that's something you might be interested in. I think some people are going for some drinks. Are you familiar with these sacrifices at all?
No, I live underground. The only
Fascinating.
sacrifices we make are to Koltomog. He like raises both hands as he's saying that. It's like, and
Uh,
we don't sacrifice children.
yes, I mean,
We actually don't
I,
sacrifice much of anything at all. And if we die in the line of duty, it's kind of like a glorious kind of thing. But no, we don't just sacrifice children. This is kind of really odd.
yes, it is odd, but I don't know. As someone who studies animals for a living, I've come to terms that sometimes this is the circle of life, even though it is quite unfortunate. Uh,
Yeah, no. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one. But sure, okay. Well, I mean, however you want to see it. This
yeah,
just really seems odd.
it
I
does
might
seem
I
odd.
might sneak out there at night.
Well, I'll be looking from the watchtower, at least until the animals start. But once they start, I don't think that's the kind of thing I want to see. So hopefully,
Um, Austin, did I see how she was tied to the post? Was it like she was chained up and shackled?
She was just tied with like hempen rope.
Okay.
Smoke.
Okay, who is going on to the north gate on top of it, and who is going to the Northlook Tavern?
Jesse will go to the tavern.
And Namako is going to the tavern too.
Yeah, Ston's already in there.
I'm going to the gate.
Oh.
so yeah, I'll when I get to the north tower or north gate, obviously I'll be watching for animals to come. But essentially the entire time I'll be um, ritual casting speak with animals, and one I'll be talking to Zuzu, just being, oh, what do you think, that kind of thing, but also waiting for the animals to, or whatever beasts come to see the girl, so maybe I might be able to ask them some questions.
Okay. All right. Inside of the tavern, the Northlook Tavern, as you all walk in, you see a pretty, standard tavern. There's a gruff barkeep, and there's a bunch of people kind of huddling around the fire and laughing. And you aren't sure why. The hearth and laughing.
Doesn't really seem like a time for laughter, if you ask me.
Yeah, they're all just standing around this fireplace. You want to see what they're laughing at?
Yeah, I'll go over there.
In the meantime, is going to kind of oh wait, I'm skint. Damn it, I can't drink. He's gonna stare at the bar longingly from the corner, with a frown on his face.
Okay. So you see a bunch of people drinking and standing around this plaque of a fish. And it's labeled Ol' Bitey. And there, one guy pats. Let's see who's here. Pats Namiko on the shoulder and says, "Hold on, hold on. He'll say it again."
Oh no, man. I'm not excited for this.
And everybody just kind of waits silently, and then all of a sudden, Ol' Bitey kind of leans off his placard and looks straight at Namiko and says, "You smell like a kobold."
Stun is going to immediately kind of point his finger and go,
And everybody, the whole crowd,
"What sorcery is this? That's hilarious!"
I don't even know why I asked. Also, it's really funny that happened while the guy playing the Cobalt wasn't here.
Yep.
What? Huh? I just got back.
Yeah, it's extra funny that he wasn't here.
I don't know, but I agree.
And then the fish goes back to just being a fish on a plaque again, and everybody's like, bracing for the next one,
Okay, I'm just gonna walk away. I'll go sit by Stun.
Stun is watching with earnest, bro. That's fascinating him.
After about 30 more seconds, the fish leans off the plaque again and says, "There's a place I like to go farther up the river's flow. Where it is, I do not know. Must be under all that snow." And everybody's like,
Oh my god.
Oh,
What a
boy.
huge retard.
Well, Stun is just bright red in the face, laughing away. This is just this is the funniest thing that he sees since he's gotten here, and he could go do with a little bit of a hearty laugh, even if he doesn't have a drink in his hand.
yeah.
Alright.
I'll go get a drink myself real quick. I'll be right back.
All right. So this fish is like thoroughly entertaining everyone in the bar. Eventually, Namiko, you're going to the bar, right, to get a drink?
Yeah, I'll go get one.
All right. As you get your drink, you notice in the corner of the room there's a old battle-scarred dwarf woman in a cloak, and she's staring you down.
See,
She knows what
personally,
it
I would ignore it, but that sounds like a blood hook, so I'm gonna go over there.
is. He's like a fish.
Yeah, I'll walk over to her with my drink. So I see you looking at me.
Oh,
Sorry, what's
shadow.
your name? My name is Namaka. What is yours?
She kind of looks past you and looks to the left and looks to the right, and she says, "You got a party with you?"
There's a few of us. We're gonna go deliver a letter to Dagon's Hold.
Dugan's Hold.
Yeah, Dugan's Hold.
She says, "Dugan's Hole, then. Well, my name's Trollbane, Helen Trollbane. I was once a mercenary, but now I'm retired, you see."
Why'd you retire?
Got too damn old.
Oh, come on, you don't look that old.
She looks a few hundred years old.
You don't look that old.
Well, I'm sorry for bothering you. I was just sizing you up. You see, I'm looking for someone very strong.
I'm not very strong, at least physically, but I perform
You don't-
more on mental strength and my own dexterity, at least.
She kind of keeps looking around the bar as if, like, she's not impressed by you.
I'm not surprised. I'm not very strong.
You need to be better at more than just foreplay, son.
Would Stun be able to spot this little exchange?
Yeah, you've seen Namiko sitting at a table or standing at a table, I don't know, with this dwarf woman.
Okay. Is she an attractive dwarf woman?
Oh no.
Yeah.
She's super scarred up.
Oh
Oh, that's super attractive.
So
What?
to you, yes, super attractive.
Yeah, to some people, maybe super attractive.
You, she's Kim Kardashian.
Yes.
No, but Stun is going to kind of, with interest, since he has literally nothing else to do but look at the fish flame people. He's gonna kind of walk over and say, "Hail! And who's this?" And he's gonna kind of look towards this Trollbane woman.
She looks you up and down and says, "Well, quite a... You strike quite an imposing figure, don't you?"
He kind of, pinches his brow and says, "Well, I'd hope so."
Well, I don't suppose you like gold, do you?
He kind of, you can see his eyes, or his eyebrows rather, raise up as he kind of drags a stool over and says, "And what dwarf does not like the sound of gold?"
All right. Anyone else in the bar? Let's see who it is. Jessia, you notice that your two friends are talking to this dwarf woman.
Yes.
Do you want to walk over?
Well, so yeah, I'll get close enough to listen. I don't think I'll get close enough to hear what they're saying. I'll speak to her if I'm addressed.
She says, "Is this one with you two?"
Stun kind of looks over his shoulder and says, "Yes, this is he's gonna
I
kinda
don't think we ever got
Yes,
your name,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah, Jest, Sia, just Sia.
Jessica, perfect.
Jessica, nice.
It'll work.
Well, she pulls up a out of her backpack next to her. She pulls up a quite hefty bag of gold. You aren't sure if you've ever seen a bag of gold this size.
Paladins,
Jesse
you
is
carry
intrigued.
that on your belt?
Only when I'm looking to hire adventurers.
This sounds so like.
And
crap.
she drops the big ass bag of gold on the table.
All right. So what is it you want?
Jesse is like, what adventure? Exactly. I'm in. Count me in. Jesse says.
I need you to murder someone for me.
Well, I'm not sure about this anymore.
Stun kind of immediately frown, and he says, "Well, you certainly are dexterous in your wordplay, aren't you?"
I like to get straight to the point.
He kind of stands and says, "Well, no matter
Respectable.
the price, I am not in the murder business."
What if it's murdering a murderer?
He kind of
We're listening.
I'm
furrows his brow
and
listening.
says, "Your juxtaposition has been noted."
Listen closely. There's a man named Cephik Caltro. He works for a traveling merchant company called Torgs. I'll type his...
That sounds like an STD.
It sounds like a septic tank.
Jesus.
Septic, you mean?
Septic tank.
This Cephik character, well, he's charming. He makes friends everywhere he goes. I would be
Might be Jessica's friend.
I would certainly be his friend if I didn't know his secret.
Stun kind of
Spill
tosses-
the tea.
He's not really convinced. At this point, he feels like this is a big cheat, and he kind of like
Jessica's gonna jump in. She'll
yeah.
take it.
Spill the tea.
Well,
Jessica's gonna tell her to spill the tea.
well, as you may know, 3 of the cities in Tin Towns, they sacrifice people instead of things to the Frostmaiden.
This town?
Well, I've found out that some people have found a way to cheat their way out of the random drawings. And I believe that they're all coming up dead. Someone is killing them for cheating
cheated.
the drawings.
Stun kind of seems a bit more interested now. He's going to kind of lean forward and say, and what say this isn't just the local guard?
Well, the bodies were found stabbed with a piece of ice. The work of a slave or perhaps agent of the Frostmaiden. Well,
Aren't they the
thought
same?
I only know one man who fights with a sword made of ice, and that is Cephik Caltro. She puts her finger up straight in the air and she says, in fact, I've followed him, and I happen to notice a few things about this Cephik character. No matter what temperature it is outside, he's wearing slacks and a tunic. Simple. No coat, no scarf, no gloves. It's like the cold can't even touch him.
At
Sounds
the very
interesting.
least, we should investigate.
Yeah. I was gonna ask her how does he kill people with the ice sword if pieces of it get stuck inside of people?
Well,
Does he like take the ice out or?
I've never seen him do the killing, but as I followed Torgs from the shadows, as they were setting up shop in those areas, more murders appeared in those areas. I
seem to
believe
go into
I've
this.
narrowed down the culprit.
Do you know where he is right now?
Yeah, let's go get him right now.
He should be in Goodmead. I've heard that they've had some problems with one of their batches of mead, and they might be buying some extra from Torgs so that they can keep their orders up. You see, they make just enough mead to fulfill their orders and no more, so if any gets stolen or ruined, well, I suppose they're using Torg's trading caravan to fill in the gaps.
Would I be able to roll an insight check to see if she has some sort of ulterior motives
Sure.
to this?
Go ahead.
Sneakity. Yeah, because she sure knows a whole lot.
Thinking this is some sort of corporate espionage bullshit.
Yeah, if it pays well.
All right, that insight check is good, really good. And you believe that she is telling the truth as far as she knows.
Okay. Well, with that, Stun is going to kind of look towards two women at his side and say, well, I suppose it's on the way. Wouldn't hurt to check. And if he is with this Frosted League, perhaps he would know more of this curse.
Yes, it is definitely worth investigating. So there's absolutely no harm in at least going there, since we'll be there anyways.
Right. Well, Stunner's gonna kind of just nod and say, "Very well, I'm in. If the rest are."
She leans the bag of gold on its side and with like a karate chop motion, she chops half the gold off and pushes it out of the bag and across the table. She pushes 191 gold pieces your way.
Oof.
Oof. Blessed be.
Stunner's going to take it. He's going to kind of, pile it, and he's gonna start to like kind of count and divide it, evenly, between 6 people, or 5 people, because I don't think that he met Eric's yet. And while like the other two question told this one.
It's like 38 pieces apiece.
I don't know.
191 minus divided
Yeah.
by 5?
Yeah.
Yes,
So
38.
The guys who are up on the gatehouse, the sun is starting to set. It sets pretty early in the day. And as soon as the sun starts to go down, the 4 guards come into the gate and they join you on the gatehouse, watching down at the girl. And
Say,
yep.
no, I was just gonna say like, hello. How soon do the animals usually come?
It could be any time now.
And how is there any light? Like, can I see the girl at all, or is it dark?
So the shadows are encroaching on her and getting closer and closer to her, but you can still see her.
I'm like, how far away is she?
She's probably 30 yards from the gate.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just be sitting there and trying to watch as the things come in, and of course, kind of having, kind of continuously ritual casting, speak with animals so I can talk with them whenever they arrive, and I'll also be talking to Zuzu and just, little kind of, oh, what do you think about the trip? But all that kind of stuff with the squirrel.
Okay. After about 15, 20 minutes, little blue, shiny eyes start to appear in the distance. And
Eric's internet seems to have gone out.
oh,
My luck transferred to him, it seems.
yes. Eric's is with you guys, but we'll keep going.
Yeah.
So these little blue eyes start to appear in the shadows, and all of a sudden, kind of walking on legs and fists on the ground, these little guys start to come out of the shadows. Kind of scared at first, but then they kind of they get a little bit more pep in their step as presumably their mama comes out behind them, and you see this huge creature behind them. I'll send you a picture of that.
I guess first I'll ask the guards, like, what are these creatures?
Yetis. Keep
Yetis.
your voice down.
And I'll be frantically sketching, I guess, and drawing kind of whatever they look like, trying to, any notes, like, oh, horns and oh, they have claws and they're all white and like blue eyes, that kind of thing. As I see them approaching.
the little tykes get closer and closer, and the mama, as if to show them what to do, walks up to the teenage girl who's got her eyes closed, and she's muttering something under her breath and perhaps saying a prayer or something. And the big yeti puts its hand on the girl's chest and uh, holds her steady and rips her arm off.
That'll probably be the
Whoa.
point where uh, Irwin's like, okay, that's enough, and then he'll turn around and right in his thing, like eats people, and then head back, I guess, kind of towards the tavern where everyone else was.
All right.
I'm gonna knock a crossbow, and I'm gonna euthanize the girl.
All right. She does begin screaming, but then make a 2-hit with your crossbow. Attack roll. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah. I'm gonna imagine it's pretty hard to miss her, but I could always roll a 1.
Well, yeah, but I mean, she's also like 30 yards away and just
Yeah.
like a girl-sized target. Okay, so you shoot her with a crossbow bolt, and it lands right in her neck. And after a few seconds, she's gone. As the three tiny Yeti tykes each grab a leg and an arm, and they start yanking on her as hard as they can, and you can tell they're about to rip her apart.
Can Jestia attempt to speak to them?
Oh, you're at the bar, brother.
Oh yeah, never mind. I forgot.
I guess when I walk back in, I'll tell the group what I saw. It seemed something that they called Yetis came and attacked quite viciously.
Son is gonna kind of look towards him and then shake his head. Go, bad business.
And before I go, I'm gonna throw a bonfire there and make my way to the bar and join the others.
All right. Yeah, she's been scavenged and taken off into the darkness. So are you aiming at the Yetis with the bonfire or what?
I put that there. I wanted to see if maybe they're afraid of fire.
Let's see. Yes. They are afraid of fire. And as they see the fire, they kind of retreat, but they've taken most of the girl with them.
A lesson learned all too late. What's left of her?
Bits of torso.
Is there a scrap of cloth I could possibly take, just bring to her family or something?
If you want to go out in the morning, going out at dark is probably not a good idea.
Yeah, I'll probably have the same thing happen to me.
All right. Are you all going to settle in for the night?
Yes.
But before Stun settles in, he's going to note the presence of a little kobold. He's gonna kind of just like look around and say,
He's
is he
disconnected right now.
I'll introduce the kobold. I'll say, hello, this is okay.
Stun's gonna kind of
This is Cobalt. I can't remember. I don't see your name.
Yeah, he's not connected to Discord right now. So
well,
yeah, I
anyway.
believe he is having trouble.
Yeah, okay. Well, in that case, Stun's just gonna kind of scratch his brow and say, 6 shares it is then, and he's going to kind of recount the gold. And that would be 31 gold per. 31. Yep.
All right. Okay, morning time.
But before I go to
And
sleep,
he would
Yeah.
divvy up the shares and stuff.
I'm just going to I'll use my 2 spell slots to cast Good Berries.
Okay. Don't they go away after a long rest anyway?
They go away after 24 hours.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, it just makes sense if I
Smart.
got a free day. It's
Yeah.
maybe I have 9 hit points. I'm very worried about dying.
Yeah. Level
Right.
1 is rough.
I've got you.
Yeah.
I'm also I'm actually going to use my divine sense during this long rest to kind of just have my senses about me. If anything comes around that would be of celestial, fiend, or undead nature within 60 feet. So obviously I'm not like walking over the entire
Yeah.
town, but
So,
just general area.
yeah, you don't see anything.
Well, actually, would my my hexblade weapon count?
Only if you summon it.
Well, it's on me until I don't think I can dismiss it until like level 3.
Oh, I thought you had to summon it every time.
No, the Hex Warrior thing. You essentially just it's like you lather it in your warlock love, and that's instead of
Interesting.
strength or dex, it's charisma.
Okay.
The better you look, the more damage it does.
Gotcha.
Or the more charismatic you are.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, then yeah, you would be able to detect the sword then.
Stone would kind of be a little bit unnerved, but seeing where it came from, he would kind of just glare towards towards her for a moment before kind of just like letting it go. Like, well, she's. I don't think she's gonna try to kill us. Maybe.
Oh, it's actually of celestial origin, if you're wondering.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, he's not so bothered. He's a little bit like, kind of like, uh, okay. I got my eye on you.
All right. Okay, so it is morning time now. What's the plan?
I'll
Well,
try to get the story straight with everyone. So I'll say, so there's a guy. So we've been paid to kill a guy who kills people who avoids being killed.
No, I believe he's working for the Frostmaiden, and he's killing people who are avoiding getting killed.
Okay, and Irwin will just be trying to like figure out like who is the bad guy in this situation. Like, well, the people who are cheating the system are bad. He's killing them, which is bad. And then I'll just who cares? And then I'll
Stun
say,
kind of
let's do this.
oh, go ahead.
I'll say, let's do this.
And Stunger's gonna kind of step up and say, "Be he a murderer or not is so far hearsay. I'm more interested in his connections to this Frostmaiden. Nonetheless, it would be good to investigate both problems."
And
Okay.
Be prepared to take off.
Yeah.
We
Um,
were like,
yeah.
I
But see,
traded
while y'all were doing that, I was gonna gather up scraps of cloth from the girl if anything's left.
Yeah, there are like scraps. But the guard are
I'll
coming
remember
out to
this.
also coming out to clean it up as well, but you're able to scavenge something.
Okay.
also I did it. I wasn't sure if we're supposed to or not, but I did it with like the starting gold where I bought some stuff kind of that like I would assume my character would have bought on his
Sure.
way up. Okay.
Yeah,
It was
that's fine.
snowshoes and a herbalism kit.
Okay. And I'm assuming, so if any of you actually spent money on cold weather gear, you can have your 10 gold back. And also, if
Okay.
you do not have cold weather gear, add it to your character sheet right now.
Yep. Oh, I can get my gold back.
Yeah, 10 gold is just nuts. So don't worry about that. Okay.
10 gold is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot for just like some some warm
That's a
clothes.
familiar, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we headed to Goodmead.
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll look around to see if there's any. Sorry, I'll look around to see if there's any like town animals that seem unique.
Yeah, outside of the east gate, they have axe beaks.
Explain.
I will show you.
It's basically a chocobo, but with like an axe for a face.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
They actually
Me-
used to exist a long time ago.
Wait, really? In real life?
Something
Yeah.
like that, yeah.
Very
Holy
similar.
Shit.
Yeah, real life is crazy, bro.
What are they like?
I'll show you.
A
have
very,
almost an
very
axe-like
pissed off
face.
ostrich.
Oh, because
Yeah.
they used to be terror birds. I mean, I know that's like a
Yeah,
prehistoric.
that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, these things are sick.
Okay.
Wait,
we're
can you
gonna- I'm
ride
gonna
them?
go over.
Oh, yeah, yeah, you
Yes,
can.
we can.
How much is it?
Yes, I asked as well.
Let me see how
We're
much
all
it is.
like, give us murder bird. Give us murder bird.
What?
It would actually not be the first time I actually.
Oh,
ordered one
I'm
of these
sure he'll
things.
give
Looks
us
like
murder
something
bird
a
after us, though. at
looks like
least.
something the rebels from Star Wars be riding on, shooting
Yeah.
at
Oh, yeah,
like
the
the Empire.
what are they called?
We gonna have to
The,
cut one open to get
Wampas.
warm.
Wampas.
Oh, those are
Yeah.
the Yeti things. They're
Yeah, the Wampas.
Oh yeah, we're about to shove our hands up some wampas if we keep this up, though. I'm sure.
It is 1 gold piece per person to ride an axe beak to Goodmead.
oh Bro.
Yes, please.
yeah.
Yes.
That's a lot easier. That's
That's
like
the
walking
that's
city
the
pain in
damn
the ass.
deal. Right there, that's the dealio.
All right.
Go.
All right, so subtract 1 gold from your character sheets and you're going via axe beak.
And I'm gonna be
Alrighty.
at least for the first little bit. I'll be again. I'll ritual cast to speak with
I'm
animals.
sure that I can have Eric's
Subtract
with
1
me because
gold,
he's so small.
1 move.
Yeah, so you're gonna talk with the axe beak.
Yep. I mean, just like chatting, like, oh, what's your name? What's it like up here? What other animal? Just chatting it up.
Are you
Alright.
single?
Eventually, the axe beak gets tired of talking, so he turns on like some prog rock radio or something. All right, so
Good,
you
best
all,
jokes.
Your Uber is tired of talking to you.
yeah,
Is this? Are we like renting these axe beats? Are they going to?
yeah, you're renting
Okay.
them. So you eventually make it past the Eastway, and you make it down to Goodmead. And honestly, with it being the morning, you don't see very much out. You get the feeling that around Tin Towns, it's pretty calm during the day. But it was a much easier journey on the axe beaks than it would have been trudging through the snow yourselves. It's about a 6.5 hour journey by walking, and axe beaks cut it down to about 5 hours.
Okay.
All right. So, guys, with seeing how what happened yesterday, what do you think we can necessarily do?
Well, I think we just first need to figure out what's going on and kind of gather some information. I think that's a good starting point.
Yes,
Stun.
gather info, find out what's
Mhm.
going on, and deal with it.
Stun gives a nod
Well-
and says, "Aye, the Trollbane was her name?
Trollbane
Yes.
was the person who hired us.
Yeah.
Mm.
Trollbane brought up a company called Talks. Perhaps we should ask around for that first."
I guess-
Indeed.
Yeah.
We should also keep our eyes out for anyone who is not dressed for the cold weather.
Aye, that as
Right.
well.
Are you saying they may have a connection to this Frostmaiden, or they may very well be of supernatural nature?
Well, Trollbane told us that I'm gonna find his name. The guy that we're hired to kill wears slacks and like a tunic around. Like he doesn't have any jackets or on. So I'm sure he would. If we see him, he'll stick out like a Thor's thumb.
Right.
Well, if he can wield a sword made of ice, I would assume.
Yeah.
That or he's just really, really fat. One of the
Mhm.
two.
All right. You all find yourselves in good mood.
By the
Let me-
way,
bam.
everybody add 5 temporary HP to yourself. That was my. I was gonna try to attempt using that for inspiring later, using the scraps from the girl to let you not forget what we're doing here.
Okay,
By the
cool.
way,
You said how many points?
5.
I don't think we ever got your name. By the way,
It's Zorro. I'll just say that. Zoroaster's a little bit long sometimes.
Does that increase our max HP as well?
It's temporary.
Temporary HP. You can add it on D&D Beyond pretty easily.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So you're headed into Goodmead, and you can see in the center of the town there is a huge building. It is, and you can see in the front of it there is a bar, like a very nice bar, and in the back it looks more like a factory, like it is a actual mead factory.
Stun is gonna kind of, lean back and take a good long, like. Now that's a smell I could get used to.
It smells so deeply of honey and mead in here, in this town. Like, and as you're walking, all of the backyards of all these houses have bees in them, and like everyone in this town is a beekeeper.
Impressive.
I'm surprised the bees survive such cold weather.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm gonna go and ask someone, how do the bees survive this weather? Is it a special type of bees? Is it magical? What's going on?
Okay. So you just find a random person and ask that?
Yep.
Well, I don't know much about bees, but they've been here for as long as I have.
Bees, you say?
Maybe they just like the cold.
Is there someone who knows more about these bees?
Well, I imagine maybe the speaker, or, well, I suppose I don't really know.
Okay, then I'll. So, well, I'm going to go try to find the speaker. Would anyone else like to come?
Stun is going to kind of raise his hand and says, "Aye, but we ought to check around the meadery as well at some point, for posterity's sake."
You
Yeah,
want
that
a
might
drink,
be-
don't you, dwarf?
I haven't had a drink in a very long time, mind you.
I'll say, well, it sounds like if we go to the meadery, we might be able to deal with 2 birds with 1 stone. So let's go.
All right, move yourselves over there.
Boop.
Justia, sure, do it.
Okay, and this does it there, right?
You are
Oh, then it's
probably. I don't
it-
see it.
Can I do one as well?
Oh, now I see it. Yeah, that's not very
Yeah,
good,
well,
but you.
Mostly, yeah.
It's good enough to know that there are bees that live in all sorts of climates and places. There are even bees that live underground.
Hmm.
So yeah, all sorts of different bee species.
I'm moving a token over
gonna-
where? Where do we go? Okay, we're over here. Okay.
I'm gonna
Over
send you a
here,
message,
right?
Austin.
Okay.
Just shift this on up like that right there, baby.
Give me one half a moment. I'm gonna go grab a drink really quick.
I will. I don't know. I guess while we're waiting for people, I guess I can talk to a bee. I'll go over and ritual class talk to animals and say, "Hi bees, how's it going? What are you guys doing? What kind of flowers do you guys pick?" You just bombard them with questions.
They don't say much, though they pointedly tell you that they love flowers.
Say fascinating, and then just like jot down everything.
Okay.
Obsessed with animals.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, it is his job.
As you get to the mead hall, there is there's quite a kerfuffle here. And there are 3 people that seem like they're arming up.
Boy.
Do any of them have an
what?
ice sword?
No. However, there is a traveling caravan down near the docks that you can see.
Are the people that are arming up, are they like heading towards the caravan?
No. They look like they're about to head out of town.
I guess I'll approach them. And so, where are you guys going? You look like you're off in a hurry with some weapons.
We're going to kill that damned Verbeeg that stole our mead!
I'm back.
Sorry, what was it? The food?
A Verbeeg! A nasty sort of creature. They know they can't attack us outright, but they just came in and they stole 3 barrels of mead.
Stone's gonna kind of reel his head back and say, "A meat thief, you say? By blasphemy! Where can I find such a brigand?"
Well, I think I have an idea of where their lair is.
Irwin will say, "A creature, I say. Where could I find such a creature?"
So, do these people look like guards, or are they just like peasants?
One of them looks very important, and the other 2 look like guards. The man speaking looks pretty important.
Okay, I just want to see if like they were just like random peasants with pitchforks or not.
No.
They could just be mooks.
So yeah, they're going. The 3 of them are just gonna head north out of town, like they're on a mission.
Do we want to join them and help them, or should we go get for other business?
I'd like to see.
Say, this is a new creature to me. I'd love to go see it.
What do they look like exactly?
We're about to find out.
No, I mean the guys leaving in case we run up upon their bodies, you know what I mean?
What
Stone,
do you mean? What does a Verbeeg look like? Is that what you're saying?
No, he's asking like what the people look like. I
Oh,
believe there's a couple guards. And,
Yeah,
like,
you know what they look like. I'll just tell you,
Okay.
you'll be able to recognize them.
All right.
All right, so they are headed off. Are you going to go after them, or are you going to stay here?
Yeah, I'll run after them and call out to them like, hey, if you need help, we're willing to help you, as it seems pretty important.
We've got this, citizens.
Stun is gonna
Do
quickly
you
like
now?
jog as much as he can with his stubby little legs and say, "Anything that involves stolen mead will be looked over by a dwarf."
I'll
Okay.
ask him, what does a Verbeeg look like?
They're like 50
Gone.
yards ahead of you now.
Oh, okay. Well, we're
They're
going
gone.
after it then.
All right, you're all going?
Yeah, yes, we're going.
Seems
Go. Go.
All right, who is anybody against going?
What do y'all think?
I mean,
I said I
feel
was
like
going, so
if Irwin has an opportunity to learn about a new creature, he's gonna take it. So
Okay.
Yeah, small detour, it's nothing too bad.
Okay.
Hopefully, it's not too bad. But yes, I'll be going too.
Famous
Yeah,
last words.
I'll look like Jax at the beginning of Mortal Kombat at the end of this, I'm sure.
oh man.
All right, let me put you guys on this map. So you all trudge through the snow for about 45 minutes, and then finally you all find yourselves at the mouth of a cave, at the mouths of a cave, and let me show you what it looks like here. If it'll work.
Roll-20 do be full. Is that because it's dark?
Yes.
Okay, I was wondering why I was blind.
Somebody say I lighted torch.
I'll cast Produce Flame. It's a cantrip, and I'll hold the flame in my hand.
Okay.
I
Good.
have dark vision. Who needs it?
Oh, Stun, how much is your dark vision?
60 feet.
Okay, 60 feet, but it's 30 bright and 30 dim, right?
Yep. That's what it is.
I'll probably pull out a torch and use that Irwin's produce flame to light it.
Hold up.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so what were you doing? It's Irwin was
Produce
doing
flame.
produce flame. How much light does it produce?
That's a pretty tiny one. It's 10 foot bright, 10 foot dim.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna make it pretty dim.
I'm gonna light a torch anyways as well. So I
Okay.
believe
Yeah.
that's 20 feet, 20 foot lit and 20 foot dim.
Okay.
All right, well, I still can't see a damn thing, so I'm just gonna throw a bonfire real quick and see what I see.
You should be able to see now.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah.
Blasted Roll-20 has me seeing nothing right now.
You
Waiting on that
see.
to load.
No, you see stuff. I can see through
Everyone-
your character, but you'll want to get closer to the
Appreciate you.
torch.
Where are the people in front of us?
That's what I'm saying. I can't see a thing on my Roll-20's having its issues with me right now. Let me see.
You might need to, like, at least for me.
Yeah, I see you. You're behind me and Irwin, it looks like.
You guys are on
I'm
the
just gonna
south
keep up
part
with
of
you
the
guys
map.
until I can get my screen going.
You might need to reload your page. That worked for mine.
I also zoom
It did for me
out so I
before,
can
but right
see.
now it's not working.
Uh,
I'm gonna try it one more time.
Yeah, so go to the south part of the map and you should see yourselves and see what you can see.
Okay, no, it's not who I'm playing.
so
Whoa.
it seems-
What is going on?
Lighting effects, man.
My other stuff's working just fine. Roll-20 said, haha, guess again, my
So
friend.
you scrolled down to the bottom of the map, right? Because the top of the map is going to be black because you can't see up there.
Trying to get this to let me pan over. All right, and back up. Back up. Back up. Jeez, what is going on?
Because it seems like battle is imminent, I'm going to take Zuzu and tuck him into my armor so he's out of harm's way.
60 feet of dark vision. Got it for Eric's.
Yeah.
Okay. For those of you who can see, you can see that the 3 men from the town have already charged down one of the corridors, the one on the right.
Hey, should we go after them? I assume we're going after them, like unless we want to explore this other corridor.
Stun
Well,
kind
that
of,
would make the most sense, at least for
Let's-
now.
I say let's start going after them. Who wants to lead?
Stun kind of looks back and says, "Lead. We're underground. Of course, I will lead."
All right,
he
lead
will,
on, dwarf man.
And then he will.
I'll
He's
follow
gonna,
right behind him.
He's gonna pull his shield out and keep his axe at his side and march forward. And he's gonna point out like anything that.
I assume it's this path, not.
Yeah, yeah. To the right is just like outside.
Oh,
Yeah.
this way.
Yeah,
Yes,
He's gonna kind of point out if there's anything that anybody needs to worry about tripping up and anything in the darkness.
So I'm gonna draw my spear out as well, just to make sure I'm armed.
Okay. Is everybody else coming forward? The torchlight is going to go past you guys if you don't mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be at the back of the line. I'm following everyone.
Do we want to
Everyone.
be sneaky?
Ooh, what was all that?
And I can spot these little fellows over
Yeah.
here, right?
Yeah, they look like a bunch of sheep and goats in a pen.
Judging by, a pen indoors, would I be able to relate this to any sort of like monster, like a troll or a giant or something like that?
It does seem trollish or giantish, but just from seeing sheep and goats in a pen, I mean, it could just be people.
Okay. Stunner's going to kind of look back and says, "Be on your guard. There's not many things that hold livestock within a cave. Less they're dwarfs, in which case aren't we so lucky?" And he's going to kind of continue forward.
As you do, you see a huge bonfire.
And Stun's obviously going to kind of, blink a few times and wave his hands around before taking a look around the room.
All right, as you go around that corner, you see it. It looks like this.
Hello.
So,
Hello.
Everything just went really dark all of a sudden.
We found a bunch of sheep.
Wait,
there
the
you
what? Okay,
go. He is.
the big old boy.
Yeah, he's about 22 feet tall.
Freak.
Stun is going to kind of immediately try to dive behind this here, hoping that it hasn't spotted him, and he's going to kind of like lift his fingers towards the rest, towards like near his lips, as in like shh. Do I need to roll like a stealth or anything? Or?
No, it's a giant, so it doesn't see small folk too well.
Okay.
And you can hear it kind of stomping around because the other 3 from the town are about to engage it.
Go ahead.
Can we like hear them like calling out like the actual people, not the giant?
Yeah, they're yelling, "Give us back our mead!"
I guess I'll move up and try and help them if I can find where they are.
They're Stun is going to kind of like point off down this direction, and I don't know if they can spot him or not, but he's a large boy.
Irwin's going to be looking very closely at the sheep to see if any of them are different, and that the different sheep might be the verbies. Just be kind of like walking over, being like, "Is that a verbi? No, that's a sheep. Is that a verbi?" And then,
Yeah, and as this huge creature starts trouncing toward you, I'm sure you can just look around the corner and say, no, that's a Verbeeg.
Yes.
It looks a lot like a Nook, surprisingly.
Very big, very big, very big.
With
Yeah.
that, Stun is going to kind of he's going to stand up, look towards the rest, and say, "Finally, the taste of battle, and afterwards mead." And then he's going to turn, slam his axe against his shield, and call out towards this Verbeeg creature, and attempt to kind of like jump up onto this cart here.
All right. Everybody roll initiative.
All right.
Boy, here we go, guys.
2 9s.
It's due.
Hey, we already starting good. Rolled a nat 1 on
Finish
initiative.
good if roll 20 stop bullshitting and work.
Hey, Eric, you could
So-
roll in the Aberrate commands, I believe, and just add there.
Did you guys get my roll? I don't see
Yeah.
it in the thing.
Yeah, it came up a while ago.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. Okay. Okay, doke.
You have to put exclamation point R space 1d20 plus 4. Okay, up first is going to be Irwin.
All right. I will. Yeah, why not? I'll use one of my. Let me just make sure that the range is correct. This. Yeah. I will throw out an ice knife at it.
Okay, ice knife.
Oh boy, bunches. I did that wrong. What the frick? Maybe not.
Oh,
Oh, okay. There we go. So it's a 20.
A
Yeah.
21 hits.
Okay. And it did 8 damage. Is that right?
You rolled a 15 plus 6. Okay, yeah, 8 damage.
Dang, +6. Good deal.
All right, the Verbeeg is pissed, and it swings its giant spear like a sweeping strike, and it sweeps all 3 of the villagers into the wall, and all 3 of them are unconscious.
Whoop.
Oh, not dead at least.
Whoop.
After this, he
So they're
takes another step forward, and he spears down at Stun. For a 21 to hit,
that hits. Definitely hits.
14 piercing damage.
Well. Oh, thank God for the temp health.
Jesus, are we gonna die right away?
Yeah.
Aren't you glad I thought ahead?
Stun is. I got fucked up.
As the battle rages out around the corner, slamming against the walls,
We're gonna die so fast.
the Verbeeg says, "Come on, friend! Smash him!"
Oh.
Oh, we're in a good spot.
Oh.
Who's next? Who's next?
Next up is Justia.
Okay.
Don't forget, guys, do not forget to roll the d4s I gave you for this, okay?
Do not forget you can run away.
Yeah, if I say
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
This looks like it's...
This is a not fight.
Yeah.
okay, this is a not fight. Ooh, can I speak to the giant?
Do you know Giant?
Yes. I have an alkalite background. I'm wearing robes with a glaive. Like, look at my picture. I'm wearing robes with a glaive.
He's smart for what are you, a barbarian?
Yeah.
Or she's smart, I guess.
But yeah, I speak giant.
Nice. Yeah, you can try. You can try and
Since I
speak
can
to the
speak, I'll
ogre. Are you trying to speak to the Verbig? He spoke common, but the friend over there hasn't spoken at all. Are you trying to talk to the Verbig or friend?
okay, the friend is it a friend of us or the Verbig? I'm sorry.
The Verbig.
Yeah, definitely the Verbig.
Make an educated guess.
It's about to make a
Oh, he
Verbig hole
probably
in,
can't
hole
see.
in your ass if we don't watch it.
Exactly. Okay, I'll
It
try
is
to speak to
it
the
is an
friend.
ogre, and it is smashing down a hallway toward you.
Holy fuck.
Oh, never mind. If he's doing that, I don't think he's trying to talk. Okay. Darn. This does look like I get the hockey sticks out of Dodge. I think.
Since when do you not cuss?
I thought we were doing like the streaming thing.
No, you
I
can
thought I wasn't
cuss.
supposed to be. I was trying.
Just
to keep
don't
it
say
moving.
anything ridiculous.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm about to get the hell out of Dodge. I guess I'm not gonna attack.
Run away! Run
Yeah,
away!
she's gonna put that glaive however she puts it up whenever she's not using it, and she's gonna turn tail and book.
Get the frick out of there. Okay.
I'm out of Yeah, never mind.
Stun, you're
My
up.
health.
Stun. I'm gonna use my action. Oh man, I'm gonna provoke an opportunity attack. Oh, I've
You
got
can
to
take the disengage action.
You can disengage.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna disengage.
All right.
Goodbye, DC.
Back to like here, ish. There we go. And then kind of keep on going. I think I can make it that far, right?
Oh yeah, you can make it.
It's right here.
Yeah. Okay, is anyone not running?
I'm pretty sure we would all like to at this current point in time.
Or at least go back to the entrance.
Son's gonna shout out and say, "Fine, keep the mead."
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna run.
Okay, everybody start running. Get your characters the heck out of there.
Yeah, fuck this.
I need you to move me. My roll 20 still has not come back.
Yeah. Okay, you all run out into the chill, and the Verbig or its friend do not chase you, and you fear the worst for the townsfolk.
Are we really just gonna leave them in there though?
Stun is
Oh man!
I mean,
wait until we're at least level 2.
Hey, who got hit? Because I got healing hands.
Here, I can fix him up. I can fix him up.
Berries. I can give him some good berries. Who lost?
It's like a point of help. But
is stun. Stun is hurt.
How much though?
5 out of 14 health.
Hey, roll a hit die.
Okay. How much?
Roll a d10 and add your con modifier.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Full health.
So that means you can't spend that hit die on a short rest, but you have it right now. So that's good.
Gotcha. All right.
All right. Do you guys stick around, or do you go back to Goodmead? What's the play?
Well, there's this other
Oh,
path,
man.
and I'm curious where it
I just
leads.
wish
And
they weren't so mad. I would have tried to speak to them.
We can't just leave those guys, though, can we?
I'm gonna
I
say
feel the
yep.
same.
Okay, let's
Oh,
Hey.
let's go.
Is there a way we could possibly cause a cave-in on them? On the
I don't know. Is there?
big guys?
did you
I'm
bring enough
talking to the
fire
guys.
bombs to do so?
I
I
mean,
say no.
there are mead barrels in there. I mean, if we can get like a good wick, we could probably
Gosh.
explode the cave.
Oh gosh.
Well,
We're all gonna die.
I've been making bonfires around here.
We're all gonna die.
To be fair, mead is about like 25 or 30% alcohol.
Yeah, yeah. So we're not really. I mean,
So
look,
you're not
it's
like
something.
it's not like going to be a crazy explosion or anything.
Yeah, it'll probably be like a blaze, and that's like it.
Let's here. How about this?
We can wait till
know
they're
where this
asleep.
is. We know where this is. Why don't we leave, and we can come back later if we choose,
I mean,
or
these guys,
not.
they're gonna die in there, though. I mean, these guys are just
But
gonna
we're
leave,
gonna
right?
die in there.
That is
Oh,
true.
God. All right. Well, Stun's gonna look to the party and he's gonna say, "I don't feel right about leaving them there. I feel we should go back and try to help them."
Yes,
I'll
there is
tell
this other
Stone.
path, and I'll point
Dude,
over to the left path, and hopefully we can go in that way and sneak them out, or at least drag
I'll
them out
say,
really quickly.
That is true, Eric's.
anyone who wants to leave now, I will buy you a tankard of mead.
Stun's gonna kind of stare at you and say, "I don't believe you."
I'll show him like I got gold. Like, don't worry.
He's like, I really don't want to do it.
Hmm. Damn. What gets better? My personality trait, or my flaw.
As you all are speaking, another Verbig is coming straight toward you.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
yeah, we're out of
All
here.
right. Hold on. This thing speaks common, right?
It's coming from behind you, and it's going toward the cave.
I'm
Okay.
running away.
Stun is gonna.
It's right on top of me? Okay.
Yeah, basically. But it doesn't notice you, because giants have problems noticing small folk.
Oh,
I'm
in that case,
running
Stun's not gonna say
away.
a thing.
I'm running back to town and getting out of here.
It looks like this,
Go.
and
You know what? I'm gonna take the risk. Stun is going to stand up and wait. He's gonna wait for everybody to get out of dodge, just in case this goes terribly wrong. And then
she's going, "You dog!"
His name's Doug. And he's
Oh,
going
what's that?
to
Bust.
Doug.
he's gonna shout out and say, "Excuse me, ma'am."
She looks around like she hears you for a second, but then keeps walking.
And this is so stupid. I'm gonna follow her.
Is anyone
All right.
coming with me? Like, I'm leaving Stone behind. Like, is anyone
You
else?
did?
I'm trying to get. I got 9 hit points.
I'm
No, I'm
following
talking
Stun.
to Jessica.
I'm following Stun too.
So-
he
so
said,
All right.
He's just gonna kind of. He's just gonna kind of keep calling out like, "Excuse me."
She looks around again for a second. And she seems confused.
Down here.
She turns around and she gets down on her knees and sets down a big basket full of like wrought iron scraps.
And Stun's just gonna kind of like raise his hands and he's gonna kind of like put his shield down and say, I mean no harm, madam, nor do I look for a fight. We seem to have gotten off on the wrong foot with your brother. And he's going to kind of look towards the
He's my boyfriend.
Of course, yes. There seems to have been a misunderstanding between us and your boyfriend.
Okay.
And he's going to kind of look over and he's gonna. Can I spot the knocked out fellas over there?
Yeah, they're being hoisted above the fire right now.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
He's gonna look towards them and say, "You see,
Oh.
I'm not from around here. Neither are my compatriots, and we heard that these fellows that you're currently looking to roast had misplaced some mead. Now, I don't believe they understood that there was likely a legitimate transaction between the seller and your significant other. They believed that it was stolen.
Doug was gonna give me some mead for my birthday. That's what he said. He promised.
And Stun says, happy birthday to you. You have, I believe, 3 barrels full of meat. You've got quite the keeper there. Do you think we could work out, perhaps not?
Wait! Doug said there was only 1 barrel of mead!
And Stun's just gonna kind of keep his mouth agape and say, I don't know what to say. I believe that perhaps he was going to surprise you with 2 more. Nonetheless, perhaps I could collect my friends there and we could be about our business. No harm done.
She turns around and she looks visibly angry. And she starts chasing Doug into the back room and says, "You 3 timing!" And like Doug is running away right now.
Alright, it's time to move. Let's get these people.
Alright, let's get
quickly.
His eyes are like bulging out of his skull, like what the fuck? And then he's gonna kind of he's gonna dart over and do his best, use his axe to like cut any bindings and say, "Come on, hurry! I'll pick up your feet."
One of them is fully dead, but the other 2 are just barely conscious, and they pick up the other one they start dragging him along.
I guess I'll help them if I can.
Yeah, Stun's definitely gonna help as well.
And you hear just wailing from the other cavern, "Is there other women, Doug?" And Doug says, No, Gog! No, Gog, there's no others!
Stun looks kind of sad. He says, "I feel like a homewrecker."
And then stomping out of the cave up here says, "Someone call friend!"
And then Stun's just gonna fucking leave. Start dragging
Yeah,
this cunt down.
let's
He's like,
go.
I don't speak ogre. I don't speak giant. Let's just get the fuck out of Donna.
Just as we're
let's go,
dragging
guys.
away, no one called friend, and we just keep going.
Oh, friend is
Yeah,
quite
let's-
the looker.
Alright, and you guys get the fuck out of here, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're out.
We're
I'll
out of here.
I'll close those guys' wounds so they don't slow us down.
Alright.
Whew.
You all make it back to Goodmead. With 2 mostly intact town guards and 1 important guy that is dead.
Of course.
Stun kind of settles back, pulling at his beard and said, and he kind of goes, well, I believe that went well.
Well, I mean,
Stun,
one
how
of them's
brown
big
are your
guy.
pants right now?
He kind of shuffles his belt and says, I am a paladin. I would never defecate at the fear of... I might need a bath.
All of you level up to level 2.
Okay.
Indeed.
I say we should get some rest. I'll say, okay, is everyone strong enough now to take on the
No.
All right, back we go. Let's fight.
Fuck 'em. It's time
Turns
to
out they're gonna be the new big baddie, bye.
D&D Beyond. What do you mean? Thank you. Reload, please. Yes.
Alright, so you're all gonna get some rooms in the mead hall?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, well, just so you know, the rooms are pretty shit, to be honest. But they're
imagine.
fine.
If it's cheap, I don't care.
Yeah, it's cheap. It's cheap enough to
If it's
where
cheap, I do not care.
I'm
Yeah,
not
make
worried
sure you
about
take
the
a
price.
good long bath, otherwise you want to get bed bugs.
All right. Well, here you are in Goodmead. You've gotten your rooms and you've rested for the night.
All right.
All right,
We
we should
are,
go talk to some people. Maybe no chasing anyone until we know what we're chasing. Yeah.
So there's definitely a sense of, so there are things here that will definitely eat you alive.
Yep. Yep.
Level 1 is definitely not safe.
Yeah.
Alright.
I was gonna use my
Just
last
to
spell slot.
just to lift the veil a little bit. That Verbeeg, when I roll damage for him, it rolls one-handed and two-handed damage. And when it popped up, it said 51 damage. And I was like, holy fuck.
That's
And-
an insta kill.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh wait, that's the two-handed damage.
what's the CR for this thing?
Like
Probably
4.
like 4.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to kill it in its sleep. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I used my last spell slot to cast Good Berries because the ones that I had expired, but this way I have 10 for
Cool.
the day.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Yeah,
So
thank
10
God I didn't
temporary-
need I didn't get hit
Gonna
because that
need
would
'em,
have been
Jesus.
death. Y'all
Yeah,
motherfucking need
I
Jesus.
I got 9 hit points. Or you say, wait, shouldn't I have more now? I didn't level up. I didn't increase my hit points. Interesting. Look into that. Why I didn't. Now I should at least have like a few.
Yeah. You can either do set hit points or you can roll it if you want.
Do you reroll the ones?
No. If you're rolling it, you gotta deal with what you get. Otherwise,
then
just
I'm
use set.
I'm using set.
Yeah. Good call, in my opinion. But there are some gamblers
Yeah,
out there.
I've rolled ones. I had a character in second edition that had like 1 or 2 HP at level 1 and got absolutely fucked.
Amazing.
Holy shit. That's tragic.
I
Yeah.
rolled very badly. That character lasted the first set, like half of the first session.
Am I stupid? Paladins get 2 first level spells at level 2, right?
I do believe it has something to do with your charisma.
Yeah, I don't know. You'll have
So,
to look
like-
it up, but it probably won't matter the rest of this session.
You'll get like 2 slots because you have like a +1 in your charisma. You can have at least 1 spell, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'll do the spells later on. I can't be fucked looking through all those right now.
All right. The caravan looks like it is packing up to leave.
Let's go talk to a caravan.
Yeah, no,
we'll just
definitely. Let's
wander over.
Oh yeah. We wanted to talk to them anyways, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
as well.
Whereabouts is the caravan?
It is right down there by the dock.
Oh, okay.
It's not on the map because it's gonna move, but
Yeah.
Okay. You all see a bunch of dwarves loading up a caravan. Except there's one human with them, and he's loading up boxes. And for a moment, he looks over at all of you, and you can see that his eyes are completely blue. Like, not just like blue eyes, but they are literally all blue. And he summons a ice sword in his hand and cuts a rope, and then the sword disappears.
That sounds like a man.
Yeah,
Heresy.
Stun's gonna kind of look towards him, and you know, I doubt I even need my like divine sense to be able to tell this guy is trouble. But he's gonna kind of look towards the group now and kind of say, right. So how do we go about this?
Let's get his side of the story. Maybe I don't know.
We should at least talk to him. Yes.
Or yeah. Yeah, let's really see what's up. Let's see what they're selling. Maybe they're selling something. Let's see what they're selling. I guess I'll go over and ask them, like, so what are you guys selling over here?
Who are you asking? There's a woman dwarf who seems to be in charge. Are you gonna ask her?
I'll ask her.
Well, we're not selling anything right now. We're headed up to East Haven.
Interesting. What do you guys normally sell?
Well, all sorts of things, and she points up on her cart, and there's all kinds of adventuring gear, and there's 2 big barrels of mead that she's selling as well.
What kind of meat is that there?
It's
Is it
honey mead. It's from far away.
Fascinating.
Can I get some? Can I do a little insight check on that per chance?
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
That's
Yeah, you
see
can
if it's a
go.
little bit of a fib.
Yeah, go ahead.
1 second.
You believe that she may be doing a little bit of a fib. And a man walks up and says, one second. He says, Torger, the speaker, he's dead. Can I buy those 2 casks of mead for the town? I know the speaker wanted to buy them, but, well, he's dead. And she says, oh, well, yes. And the gold exchange happens, and they unload the 2 casks of mead.
Okay. Stunner's gonna kind of stroke a bit at his beard before looking towards Torg now and say, might we be able to speak with you in private?
I'm afraid I have an urgent mission to East Haven. I can talk for just a moment.
Yeah, he kind of just, raises his hand and says, a moment's all we need. And he's going to kind of like beckon her and the party off a little bit to the side, away from Sefik.
She kind of waddles over there with you. So what's all this about then?
So Stan's going to kind of cross his arms and say, that man you're with, Sefik Caltro, is it?
Yes, his name is Sefik. Has he been getting in fights at bars again? Is that what this is about?
He kind of goes a little... It seems he's been a bit more than just in a fight. We've been sent here because it is believed he may be involved in some untimely deaths around the dale.
Well, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure you wouldn't.
Would I, can I grab a little insight, see if she's telling the truth or not? No.
You don't know. She says, well, that your time is up. I have to go to East Haven. Maybe I'll see you there. And she starts waddling away.
Stun is gonna kind of like look to the rest as like, I don't know what to do.
Well,
You see her.
I'll say
You see her
That-
whisper something to Sefik, and Sefik looks over at all of you and kind of nods his head yes to Torga.
Hmm.
I'll,
Well, I
I'll
didn't like that.
Well, that's no good.
That could be a problem, Chief.
um,
Should we at
Did
least
they
talk to
take
the
care of
man?
yeah, let's I mean, should we just be honest with the man?
I don't know about being honest with this guy.
Well, say yeah.
This guy's got some weird vibes about him. Say one of you guys should go ahead, because Stun's not exactly the most suave.
I'll walk over to them.
I'll join Irwin.
Yeah.
As I'm walking
I'll
over,
go there
I'm
too.
just gonna kind of just say the word Trollbane to whoever's walking over with me, but like watch to see if they have any sort of reaction.
So you're just what? You're walking up to Sefik and saying,
No. So yeah, I'm walking towards Sefik and the caravan, but I believe someone is walking next to me, right?
Yeah, Stun is
Right.
walking next to you.
Yeah, and so to the person that's walking next to me, I'll be like pretending we're having a conversation, and then just say the word Trollbane, a little bit louder, and then see if there's any sort of reaction from the people at the caravan.
"Nope, nobody seems to react or care."
I'm just gonna walk up and say, "Where did you guys get that mead from?"
Who are you asking?
I'm gonna ask the guy with the blue eyes.
Sefik.
Yep.
He says, I get these things. I get these things from far away. I am an acquisitions man after all."
Do you guys have any work? I've been looking for any work, and I think I might be able to help you guys acquire stuff. Is it serious looking for anyone?
He rifles through his backpack and he said, "You know what? Just to get you all to go away." He hands you a note, and it is written from the speaker, and then speaker is crossed out, and then it says representative, and then representative is crossed out, and then it says from a person that cares from Dugan's Hole. Send help immediately. Horrible wolves the size of horses attacking townspeople need help immediately.
Well, I'm going to immediately start pestering him and asking questions about the wolves. Like, are they normal wolves? What kind of wolves? Do they have a different color? Just
I don't know anything about the damn wolves. They handed me that note like I needed some coin. But I don't know anything about it. They're a bunch of backwood idiots anyway.
I'm just looking for something. Okay. Let's see what. I'll say. Okay. Thanks. Does anyone else have anything to say?
Stun's gonna kind of just like peer at him, and he says, "Your eyes, are they natural or a form of blessing of sorts?"
I was born on Midwinter's Day. People say that the Frostmaiden blesses those born on Midwinter's Day, but I'd like to say I earned my chops. I wasn't born into it.
He kind of is gonna like peer him over a little bit and say, "Yes, well, you certainly flaunt yourself about. The cold does not bother you either, I assume."
I like to think I'm just tough.
Someone's gonna kind of chew on his lip a little bit and say, Say, I was down in Bryn Shander recently, and I overheard that there was 2 murders on the night of sacrifice. One of somebody seems to have skimmed the lottery and got his due. What do you make of that?
Well, I think anybody who gets out of their sacrifices gets what's coming to them.
Stone kind of nods and chuckles and says, "Ah, yes, of course, I agree. I would have done it myself. In fact, I quite admire the man who's behind these takes of justice," says I. I'd
Well-
like to shake his hand.
Well, same here, but... Well, excuse us. We have to get out of the city before the sacrifice starts tonight.
Like,
He,
why are you so eager to leave? This is a celebration of the Frostmaiden. Don't you want to stay and watch?
Well, as much as I can deal with the cold, I don't love darkness.
and Stun kind of, he's gonna squint at him a little bit and say, yes, of course, we have places to be as well. Perhaps we'll meet you on the road.
Perhaps. And he starts saying, "Let's go! Come on!" And everybody starts. The wagons are packed up, and they start heading off to the north.
Stun's gonna kind of look towards the party now and say,
Follow them.
well, I certainly believe that he is complacent with these murders.
Yes, whether he's doing them or not, though, is another question. He's interesting, at least. There's possibility that there's others, specifically that are doing it. If there's other blessed by whatever her name is, the Frostmaiden.
Moral. Stun's
So,
do we follow them?
well, we could
That
follow
would be for
them.
the best.
Well, but
He kind of like lifts the letter that he has and says,
that's what I'm.
we do have to make our way to Duggan's Hold.
And Duggan's Hole is currently having a issue with some very interesting wolves.
I'm sorry.
What? What happened?
He
Dugan's
said
Hole
those
is being
wolves are having
ravaged
a
by
time
wolves.
with Dugan's Hole.
I'm just gonna kind of like stare at him and says, "You quite
Plus, I
like
tell you-
animals, don't you?"
So yes, they fascinate me.
We should probably help Dugan's Hold as well, though. Dagon's Hold?
Dugan's Hole.
Yeah.
Dugan's Hole.
So
God damn it.
I read
Oh
through
my
that
God.
paper, kind of like about like the sacrifices through 10 towns.
Yeah.
Did I catch what Duggan's Hole? What do they say?
Warmth.
Okay. I think I've kind of got an idea of what's going on here. So he's going to
Do you think we should take a look around this town also before we head out to Dugan's?
I will say it's going to. There doesn't seem to be much light here, at least for very
yeah,
often.
I think
so,
that we should probably
I mean, it's morning
Yeah.
now. If we're gonna go somewhere, I think we should go. And then I'm just gonna like look down at the letter talking about the wolves very excitedly.
yeah.
Yeah. You guys gonna go probe Dugan's Hole or what?
Yes, let's make our way into Dugan's Hole.
Let us
Where's
make
we
our
gotta go
way.
get our chickens.
Bring plenty of oil,
Time to
everybody.
invade that hole.
All
I
right.
wanna. I'm gonna ride one of the chickens. Can I go try? to...
So the axe beaks go out of Bryn Shander, but not anywhere else. As far as you've seen so far.
So there's no where did we drop off the axe beats when we got here?
They dropped you at the gate and returned to Bryn Shander as they always do.
Oh, okay, I see. Guess
Looks
we're
like we're walking.
These snowshoes are made
Alright.
for walking.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys
Everybody
heading
also
to
had,
Dugan's Hole?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Bear yourself, Dugan.
About halfway to Dugan's Hole, you start to hear some steps off in the distance. And there's quite there's a thin blizzard going on, but you can see some figures moving in the blizzard, and they're kind of circling you and coming around. There's two of them.
All right, dogfight.
Okay.
What? I mean, can we make out what they look like at all?
No, not until they get a little bit closer.
Ravagers.
Well, I'll definitely pull out my weapon, and I'll probably at least place myself in a decent spot between me and I guess like Irwin.
I'm gonna take Zuzu and stuff him back into my armor and say, "Stay."
Yeah, Stun's gonna draw his axe and shield and kind of look around and say, "Tight formations now, easy to get lost in these kind of weather."
I sent a picture.
Mm.
Okay.
What are those?
Huh.
Oh, I know exactly what these fuckers are.
Yeah, pretty big.
One of them looks your group up and down and says, "Corin, it seems we found some travelers." And the other one says, "Yes, Kanan, it seems we have."
They are talking.
Stun
I'll
is going to
stay.
kind of stare at them like but he's not gonna like back down. He's gonna kind of like take a step forward and say, "Just passing through."
So Irwin will immediately get out his book and start asking them questions like, "So, where did you learn common? Is it magical? Is it?"
Shut up!
I will pull Irwin back behind me.
Corin speaks again and says, "Adventurers, our brother is very sick. We need help." Kanan says, yes, very sick. We need someone to heal him. Would you follow us?"
Okay, well, I already think they're lying, but can I just do an insight here to see?
I would like to do an insight as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jessica's like,
Namiko, you get an idea that these wolves are creepy as shit, but that's about it.
Irwin, what do you think? You're the animal expert here.
Irwin's just like, on one hand, he doesn't trust the wolves. On the other hand, he wants to go learn more about these wolves. And I'll ask, can Irwin roll an insight check to try to figure? Because I guess I wouldn't be able to know what they know.
Well, I'm pretty sure you know damn well these are not like regular wolves.
yeah, they got glowing eyes and they big as hell.
I'll say, we will come with you on one condition.
You will go with them.
He still kind of like looks back at you and kind of raises his brows like, what?
And I mean, I'm just gonna whisper like, "Well, we could fight, we could run, or we can go with them."
Come on. Come with
Talking
us.
while we fight.
You see,
How far away are they?
our master Garagai kicks us when we're bad. And our brother...
Insight check.
Yeah, do it. Our brother... You don't know much. Zoroaster doesn't. Our brother... His leg is injured. If we could just find someone to heal him. Yes, to heal him.
I rolled a 17 for insight. Do I figure out anything else?
You definitely feel like they're trying to lure you.
Let's whisper and say, we should probably run.
Stun kind of clears his throat at that and looks towards them and says, "Well, we're quite sorry about your friend, but there's no experienced healers of your kind amongst us. Perhaps if you tried within the village, you might have more luck." And he kind of like glares at them a little bit.
We approach the villagers, but they run from us. Yes, they run from us. They're scared.
Yeah, you scaring me.
What about the
I get like-
children? Garagai, our master, has the children from the town. We could help you get them back if you would help us with our brother.
We can't just ignore that.
Can I like turn around and try to get the group to get in a huddle so we can discuss if we're gonna do this or not?
Stone's just gonna keep staring at these wolves while you guys do that. He's gonna kind of be the sort of wall.
The
between
lookout, yeah, for this.
the boys.
I'll ask them. I'll ask the wolves or whatnot to say, well, how would you feel if I could give you something, a pouch that you could take to your brother and it would heal him?
I suppose, but then who would kill Garagai for us? Shut up! Don't tell them our plan!
I'll say, well, if you leave us be, I can give you something that will heal your brother.
They look at each other and one of them gets angry and says, okay, we have no brother. We need people to kill Garagai for us. Our brother was simply to lure you.
Okay, well,
Stone stares at him.
how do we know Garagai is real?
Who's Garagai? Why must we kill him?
Garagai is our master and he kicks us. We need help killing him. Yes, to kill him.
I'll help you kill him, but why does he kick you?
Because we've been bad. Yes, because we disobey.
What does he have
Why
you do?
disobey?
He has us do all sorts of things. Steal, kill, maim. We want to be free.
And if you were free, what would you do? Would you continue to do that stuff, or would
Well,
you just...
I suppose, yes, probably, but at least we would be doing what we want to do.
I don't know. I think
Okay,
we
so
should
if
help
we help
them
you,
at least.
can you cut it down just a little bit? Can you cut back down on the killing and maiming of the innocent children, and we'll help you?
Yes, of course. If you help us kill Garugai, Garugai will think twice before he hurts one of us again.
Well, he
Okay,
can't think very
so-
much if he's dead.
Right. There's going to be no more thinking from Garagai. Where is this?
Now, does it have
Garagai?
something to do with that town we heard about?
That's a good question.
Yeah, does Garagai have
Are we
something
asking
against-
these questions in front of the wolves?
I just blurted this out because I'm like, guys, they got something to do with that town? What was the town's name
I
again?
think they do. They probably do.
Dogan's Hole? Something like that.
Dogan's
Durgan's
Hole.
Hole? Dugan's Hole?
On back to Dugan Hole.
They eating out of Dugan's Hole or something?
Stone's just gonna straight ask. He's gonna look towards them and say, we heard some abnormally large wolves had been attacking a nearby village by the name of Dugan's Hole. I suppose you wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
We trafficked in Dugan's Hole.
Attacking? No. We did take the children, yes. But, well, yes, we took the children, but Garugai wanted them. It was not, we do not steal children. Garugai commanded it.
So, what is Garugai?
Where is Garagai?
They both look at each other and said, we can take you to him.
If you take us to Dugan's Hole and get us there safely, we will help you defeat Garagai.
We cannot go to Dugan's Hole. They are scared of us there because we stole their children.
You don't have to go all the way, but get us closer.
We can take you to Garugai's sanctuary. Yes, to Garugai, to kill him.
Stone's gonna kind of look at them and say, I believe we need some sort of assurance that this is not a trap, elsewise we'll be on our way.
They look at each other again as if they're speaking telepathically or something. He says, "It seems they're scared of Garugai. The Garugai would probably eat them. We should find others."
Stun just says, "Perhaps you should."
Well, when Garugai eats the children, I suppose he'll want more, and we'll have to get them for him.
All right.
He's gonna just
Yeah.
Take us to.
These babies.
Yeah,
Okay.
fine. We'll help you to save the children.
All right.
Babies.
They
But
start.
if there's no children to save, I'll be the one kicking you.
They'll start trotting toward a direction. Are you following them?
I'll ask, can I
Yes.
ride up on
Yeah.
their back?
We still
Can
have the
you ride what?
birds.
No, you
Can I
don't have
ride
the
one?
bird.
I'm going to ask him if I could ride one.
One of the wolves.
Yep.
If it is necessary for you, then yes, you may. You may
don't
take
stroke
me
his
as
fur
a
lovingly.
steed.
I'll say very much so, and then I'll
You may
Great.
take me.
I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try to climb on top of it.
I guess I'll take
Alright.
the other one. I don't feel like walking.
You did not ask for permission. You may not ride.
You have
Sorry.
ruled.
All right, since we are over time
I'm the
now,
healer.
you all come up on a big icy fortress with 3 big old entrances.
Oh, I don't like this.
And
no.
that is where we will pick up next time.
Dugan's got 3 holes, apparently.
Oh boy, this is not good.
What do you think the odds that this man's a frost giant?
Oh,
Very,
what-
very high.
What kind of dude has a giant ice fortress and 2 giant wolves? A giant, perhaps?
I mean, yeah, I'm
maybe.
thinking it's probably a giant, and there's like a 50-50 chance that Irwin's going to die trying to look at it. Just gonna
All
try
right.
to hug
50-50.
him.
All right.
Thank you guys for playing, and I will see you next week.
Thank you for the DMing. This is
Yeah.
fun.
Hopefully
God.
some of the internet
Right,
problems
yeah.
are fixed. But like,
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to work on technical issues, but otherwise, it's good.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Okay, so
See you gentlemen
before
next week.
we
Yep.
run into anything, everybody add your 6 temp HP, I guess.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I did.
All right.
And Stun and Eric's, I want you guys to have this before we go,
What do we have?
if it'll load. And I'm using Emboldening Bond.
Oh, okay.
In bold.
oh wait, so how do
About
you
to
level
Twitch.
up with on D&D Beyond?
How do you do what now?
How do you level up?
It looks like settings in the top left
Yeah.
corner.
Yep.
Your name. That. And then from there you'll have options on the right side. It says manage levels, and then from there it'll walk you through it.
Oh, okay. I'm
Problem.
gonna have 19 HP. Nice.
All right.
Get your temp HP after you're done getting back to your character sheet.
See you
There,
guys.
25.
See you guys next week. Love you.
All right.
Have a good night.
All right.
All right.
Heart you too, buddy.
Yeah. Okay. Peace.
See you later,
Good
man.
one.
Thank you guys for watching on Twitch. Yeah, I love you too, Bucka. Love everybody watching on Twitch. Please follow if you haven't already. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back on Thursday with Candlekeep Mysteries, 7 p.m. EST. Thank you guys for watching.